coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from the palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. It is Tuesday morning, November the 23rd, 2 days away from Thanksgiving.
I need a copious amount of coffee to keep me awake.
Yeah, that's what most people need.
What is it, the Twilight Zone?
No, it's not the Twilight Zone. It's 2 days before Thanksgiving, you nut.
What exciting new beginnings can we look forward to?
Well, new exciting beginnings, let's just say we can't discuss those on the radio. It's 6:07.
It's now 6:07 a.m.
6:07 a.m., and we are off to warp speed 2 days before Thanksgiving. And, Bonnie, Rachel brought the turkey home yesterday. That's all I got to say.
And are you going to just keep it frozen since you're going to another residence to eat?
Yes. That bad boy is huge. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's huge.
So is it over 20 pounds?
Keep going.
25 pounds?
Keep going.
Higher than that?
Keep going.
How big of a turkey? I've never had a turkey bigger than 25. We'll go to 28, say.
Keep going.
Huh? 30?
Keep going.
Well, how big of a bird is this 89-pound bird? We were talking about one of those yesterday.
32-pound bird.
You got to be kidding me.
In my flippin' freezer.
Why do they give out turkeys that are so large to families of?
Everybody gets the same turkey. Everybody gets the same turkey. He does this every year. He's such a generous man. He does this every year. She brought home all the sides, all the fixins. She brought home cans of yams, macaroni and cheese, French fried onion scrunchies.
Now, did that all come from the school?
Yes.
Yeah?
That's the way he takes care of his employees.
That's amazing.
Every employee got a frozen turkey.
That's pretty generous. I haven't heard of that before. Now, how many people employed in that company?
Quite a bunch.
Yeah?
He gets all the birds from Cheney Brothers.
Okay.
So, and there's a big sticker on the bird that says, not for resale, not for public sale.
I think I've heard of that brand before, Cheney Brothers.
Well, Cheney Brothers is a food distributor.
Yeah, I've seen it, or I've heard of it. I've seen it on trucks. That's where I've seen it, exactly. Distributing trucks.
This bird, now last year when we had a turkey a year before, our turkey had no legs.
Really? Like, did he already...
We had a legless turkey one year.
Did he dislocate the legs before giving it or some sort of thing?
Listen, I don't know. I don't ask questions.
Yeah?
We had a turkey that had no legs.
Whoa.
It was a legless turkey.
That's a little strange.
Maybe it was a turkey with a disability. I don't know.
Hey, when you have that turkey, though, you can't forget to take out the, the neck part?
All the crap that's inside of it.
Yeah,
all the stuff that's inside.
And some people,
you got to reach in and just...
Some people will cook it up and eat that.
Yeah.
I've heard of people, I think my mom even one time might have mixed it with her stuffing.
Yeah.
I'm not really that sure, but...
So when Rachel came home, she said, hey, I need you to go get the bird out of the truck. And
were you able to lift it?
Almost got a hernia.
You broke your back.
Wow. It was sitting in the back of Rachel's truck in a cardboard box so it wouldn't get the seats all wet. And I said to her, how much does this bird weigh? And she goes, I don't know. I'm like, all right, go get the scale out of the bathroom. So she got the scale out of the bathroom. I got on the scale holding the bird.
And you added it to your own weight?
Well, here's what I did. And I'm not going to reveal how much the beginning and the ending weight is because then I'll be giving my weight away.
Yeah, well, you're fine with that.
So I got on the scale.
I hope you didn't drop the bird on your toes when you got on the scale.
No.
You'd be missing a toe this morning.
It was pretty slippery. So I got on the scale. And I was like, OMG. The numbers just kept going up.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then I took the bird off the scale and got on the scale without the bird. And I did the math and the subtraction. And it was 32 pounds. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
And you have to de-thaw that for 4 or 5 days.
You have to de-thaw that for a lifetime.
Yeah. I gave my turkey in the refrigerator this morning the little finger test where you just kind of push your finger in and dab in. And, oh, boy, I put it in just in time. That bird is thawing because I was able to do a little dabble. It's getting a little more soft. And we took it out of the freezer on Sunday. I do have a 20 to 24-pound bird, so I think I took it out of the freezer just in time.
This bad boy is wide. This turkey is wide. I think I'm going to have to, we're going to cook it at Christmas time. So I think we have to get like a custom pan because it just won't fit in your average. Like, you know how you buy the tin at the store to put the bird in to cook it in the oven? I think I'm going to have to get, like, 4 tins and cut them in half because I like to double the tin up.
Yeah, you can get some pretty sturdy ones. I saw some huge sturdy tins in Winn-Dixie yesterday, and they even have, like, a little wiry thing underneath to kind of hold it.
Yeah,
hold
the handles.
It solid.
The handles. So I'd like to use a double tin when we do the bird, just because I don't want the juice or it breaking or going into the oven, I'd rather use a double layer.
I know, because that does make a sticky, gooey mess.
Nasty.
And,
so
get some oven cleaner.
Yep. So what I'm going to do is I got to buy 4 tins now, and I have to cut them in half and somehow make an extra wide tin to hold the bird, because this bird, big, huh? I'm telling you, this bird is like this big, Bonnie. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, no,
it's huge.
I believe you because mine at the pounds I mentioned is huge already. I can only imagine how large that bird is.
I've never seen a bird this big before in my life.
So are people coming to Christmas? Are you inviting a number of people?
That's another thing.
To help you eat it?
I don't know what we're going to do yet. I have to have a conversation with the wife.
Yeah.
Don't know what we're going to do. We are going to cook the bird regardless at Christmas. That will happen. Now, maybe we'll just have the kids over, just for the holiday.
Yeah.
Don't know if Delilah and Darren will come over because the baby is due right around that time.
Wow. Yeah.
So I don't know if we're going to subject them to coming over. I know they're going to want to probably stay home because I think they may be moving into their new home this weekend. I'm not sure. So maybe we'll just invite the kids over, maybe couple of friends that we know, but not like everybody and their mother, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because just to keep it safe.
Yeah. It's a little bit more comfortable usually when you have immediate friends and family dining with you on that occasion.
Not go crazy or nothing like that. I can't convince George to come down from Kentucky, so he's going to have to walk me through the process on cooking this huge, ginormous bird.
And doesn't he make a mean stuffing usually too?
Man,
like no other.
Mean is an understatement.
Does he put sausage in it? Like, is it a sausage stuffing?
I don't know what he does, Bonnie. He does everything from scratch. He even makes gravy from the juice that comes off of the bird.
And the spaghetti sauce is like he won't open a can of Prego.
No,
it's the real tomatoes and the real.
He's like a scratch kind of guy from scratch.
There's a guy at work that's bringing to our potluck some stuffing with sausage, sausage stuffing, and I can't wait to try it.
Yeah.
I heard it's really good.
I'm going to have to empty out the fridge when it's time to bring the bird in from the freezer.
Yeah.
Because we have this deep freeze out in the garage, a separate freezer that we bought probably, I want to say like a year or so ago. So I'm going to have to empty out the fridge or just not buy stuff and, go shopping for a week. Because the bird, it just won't fit on a shelf.
Right.
So I have to alter the inside of the fridge and take a shelf out so the bird will fit in the fridge.
You always got to make those amends and adjustments. And, like I cooked so much this weekend, like making 2 meals for the kids this weekend. I've been cleaning out my refrigerator, too, for the new arrival coming in, everybody flocking for Thanksgiving.
Have you named your bird yet?
No.
A lot of people name their bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I named ours.
Really?
Yeah. We named our bird's a female.
Is it Jenny? Isn't there Jenny O Turkey?
There is Jenny O Turkey, yes. But we named our bird Fluffy.
Ah.
Yeah, we named our turkey is called Fluffy.
Not fat, Fluffy.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Fluffy the bird.
Yeah.
That's what we've named our bird.
Remember when in grade school, like remember when you had to draw a turkey?
Mm-hmm.
And didn't you draw it with like you do a circle and then like 5 fingers? Is how I used to draw my turkey.
I remember something like that of doing that, but man, when I drew a turkey in school, it was bad.
Really?
Oh yeah, I butchered the turkey before it even got put in the oven to cook. It was really bad.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I was never good at art and drawing in school. I think we had to. Oh, it was a Christmas tree one time, and we had to use glue with construction paper and kind of glue on the ferns of the tree and make it real pretty with glitter. And mine turned out to be a gluey mess.
Oh my gosh!
So my teacher showed the thing that I did with that gluey Christmas tree mess and said, "Kids, this is not how you make this." She used mine as that example.
Jeez.
And, it just it screwed me up forever.
Yeah. You were
not
scarred.
the same.
You were mentally scarred. That's it.
I didn't care.
I should have taken a picture of this thing before I stuck it in the freezer.
Wow.
To show you. Because it's like I had to empty the freezer out to get it into the freezer. Because I keep my freezer very organized inside. I just don't throw things in there.
Right. I like to keep mine too.
Yeah, so I had to, and it's not your upright freezer that you open the door this way. The freezer we have is you lift the door up and it goes up like that.
Oh, boy.
So it's a deep freeze. And then you have to bend over and reach down into the deep freeze.
Yeah, and your hand freezes. Well, you can feel the cool when you put your hand down there.
Yeah. So the bird now is at the bottom of the barrel.
Oh, boy.
And then to get the bird out of the bottom of the barrel.
How are you going to do that? You got to get a net or something to got to fish for it,
I don't know. I may have to get a forklift or something. Or maybe put Gavin in there and let him lift it out.
Don't hurt your back doing it now.
No, I mean, I literally, as I was setting it in the freezer, as I got close to the bottom, it like slid right out of my hand.
Oh, man.
So it just like, it's in there now.
Gavin might be built for that, like Spider-Man
maybe
or
I'll
something. He's
shove him in the freezer.
Tall and kind of sleek and lean enough to kind of slither on down there and get that.
Speaking of Gavin, I took him to lunch yesterday. We went and had Panda Express. So we go out to lunch, and we go into the restaurant. The weather's nice outside. It's warm, and then we come out of the restaurant, and the whole climate changed in 30 minutes.
Just from being in there that long?
Yeah. It got cold out.
I didn't go outside yesterday. Was that yesterday afternoon?
Yeah, we went to lunch like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And we walked inside the restaurant, and it was, I want to say it was like probably 79 degrees, 78 degrees. Come outside, and the temperature dropped like 10 degrees in the matter of an hour.
10 degrees in just that little time. That's
and
way
I was
weird.
Like, wow, that was weird. So I drove home, and I opened up all the windows in the house. I'm like, man, this is great.
It feels good.
Yeah.
I know when I brought the groceries in yesterday, too, there was like a breeze coming in. I kind of wanted to leave the door open. But
they say there's a cold front coming down the tube somewhere. So
Well, I know that Thanksgiving Day we're going to have our highs in the upper 70s and no rain.
Okay.
So it's going to be kind of like a really nice kind of day.
I hope the weather's nice in New York so they can have a nice Thanksgiving Day parade for everybody. So I hope it doesn't rain, hope it doesn't snow. Weather's going to be cold, but, I'm hoping for a nice Thanksgiving Day parade.
Because I think there's going to be a baby Yoda balloon or some sort of thing, like
Not sure.
baby Yoda balloon.
It's
kind of neat to see what's in that, though, and watch it a while.
Time now, 6:21. Time for news. First thing this morning, let's go right to the news desk where Bonnie's standing by with the morning headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. Governor Ron DeSantis is calling for over $1 billion in gas tax relief. During a news conference in Daytona Beach, DeSantis proposed dropping the state gas tax during the next legislative session.
We're taking over 25 cents from Florida, and we'll basically zero that out for as long as we can and do over $1 billion. That's going to make a huge, huge deal.
The governor said, "We want to protect Floridians as much as we can against the inflation that we're seeing. 'Tis the season not to get ripped off," says Florida Attorney General Ashley Moody.
Use a credit card rather than a debit card. Make sure to keep any receipts that will match your purchases so you can reconcile those when you get your bill to see if there has been illicit activity.
Moody is talking up her agency's 2021 Holiday Consumer Protection Guide. It's free and available at myfloridalegal.com. In Port St. Lucie, a local free ambulance service said it was in its 11th hour, just about to have to shut down for good. WPTV's Megan McRoberts has the story.
These are the four-wheel walkers.
Donations are at the heart of the Port St. Lucie Volunteer Ambulance Service.
The regular walkers.
From the wheelchairs and crutches given to customers at no cost, to money raised to cover gas, maintenance, and operations for the ambulance and transport services.
Keeping a diesel out running, going to and from, it's just too expensive.
The rig and services have been paused since mid-August. COVID hit their donation pool. Rising gas prices aren't helping. And this month, Chief Tina Vasquez said they were preparing to pull the plug completely, closing up a more than 40-year-old service.
What will it take to get you started back?
That is until local pizza shop owner Scott Van Duzer told Tony DeFrancesco about the ambulance service's struggles. Tony owns Tri-County Enterprises in Fort Pierce and had means to help.
And he asked me to come over and talk to you and help you get started over.
Tina not having to see much to convince DeFrancesco to chip in. Monday, he handed her a $5,000 check.
Here you go, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
With a promise to remain a source of support for the coming months.
And we're going to see what we can do to get some more donations to them.
DeFrancesco has seen the need for a service like this.
Had to transport my mother back from the St. Lucie Medical Center to her house. So that just kind of hit home.
And now Vasquez says they will immediately be able to start helping about 10 to 15 regular patients again, who otherwise didn't have the means to pay for the service elsewhere, provided here for free.
Today was absolutely amazing.
Megan McRoberts, WPTV, News Channel 5.
A Fort Pierce man has died after his motorcycle collided with a pickup truck in Martin County early Monday, according to the Florida Highway Patrol. The motorcycle was driving east on Southwest Martin Highway around 6 a.m. near the intersection of Southwest 66th Avenue when the pickup attempted to make a U-turn in front of it. The motorcycle crashed into the front left side of the pickup. The 22-year-old rider died at the scene, FHP investigators said. The pickup driver, a 65-year-old Stewart man, stopped on the west side of the highway after the collision. FHP did not name those involved in the crash. Well, lastly, if you haven't finished your Thanksgiving grocery shopping yet, be aware of some changes at Publix. The Lakeland-based company announced yesterday that it's restricting shoppers to just 2 items of many products. Publix blames high demand and supply chain issues. Well, last night, Monday Night Football, the Tampa Bucks beat defeated New York Giants in Tampa. That score was 30-10. And in the NFL, Baltimore Ravens coach John Harbaugh said he's very hopeful that quarterback Lamar Jackson will be able to participate in Tuesday's walkthrough. Jackson was sidelined from Sunday's 16-13 win over the Chicago Bears because of an illness. Tyler Huntley filled in for Jackson and guided a last-minute comeback for the Ravens, who lead the AFC North by a game. Our news time 6:25. We'll hear weather and traffic together next.
Denny Artachi, host of the Today with Denny show, where we talk about financial and healthy well-being from a common sense perspective. This is a show where we cover what's on your mind, like local, world, and entertainment news. So tune in, have fun, share your story Thursday mornings from 9 to 10 a.m. on WSTU 1450 AM radio.
6:26 on the Get Up and Go show on a Tuesday morning with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. Bonnie has a first look at the highways and byways. Bonnie?
Yeah, and the highways are looking good on a Tuesday morning. So if you're waking up, you're heading out, you got to be there by 7. Well, you should arrive on time if you're traveling the Treasure Coast. Our major highways all up to speed, and US 1 looking good. There's your latest look at traffic. Under a clear sky in Stewart this morning, it's 60, and in Lillehammer, Norway, it's only 30 degrees. Here's our weather from WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for temperatures this morning in the upper 50s to low 60s under mostly clear skies. This afternoon, highs in the low 70s, lots of sunshine, low humidity, and breezy winds. Tomorrow, morning temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, afternoon highs in the low 70s, partly sunny skies, and some fast-moving showers drifting in from offshore. For your Thanksgiving, a bit warmer in the morning with temperatures down to the low 60s, highs in the mid-70s, mainly dry with low humidity and a slim chance for an isolated shower.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Insurance Group. We are a local independent insurance agency located right here on the Treasure Coast. I've been a resident here for 34 years and have helped thousands of clients with their insurance planning needs. We specialize in life, health, and Medicare insurance planning. Don't travel the road alone. Let us be your guide. We are the Owen Insurance Group. Contact us today at 772-210-1020 or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.net.
Are you an entrepreneur or business owner along the Treasure Coast? Well, then you should be tuning in to Small Biz Florida from the Florida Small Business Development Center at Indian River State College. Hi, I'm Tom Kindred, your host for Small Biz Florida. Entrepreneurs and business owners will learn how the Florida SBDC and IRSC can help you start, grow, and accelerate your business.
Monday mornings at 11 on WSTU 1450 and worldwide on WPFLTV.com.
Are you looking for your dream home? I am Eileen Simons, a licensed realtor with eXp Realty. My team and I can help you find your dream home on the Treasure Coast and beyond. I bring 20-plus years experience with the residential real estate market, helping both buyers and sellers achieve their dreams. Call or text me at 772-200-5105 or visit our website at mydreamhomeusa.com.
For more than 30 years, European Kitchen & Bath has been providing the highest quality kitchen and bath products to their customers on the Treasure Coast. Designer fixtures and quality products at affordable prices. So whatever you need, a new sink and faucet to upgrade your current kitchen or bath, or if you're planning a full 100% makeover, European Kitchen & Bath will help you from start to finish. European Kitchen & Bath, serving the entire Treasure Coast. Visit their website, EuropeanSink.com.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
Time now is 6:30 on the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time to do one of our favorite segments. It's called Viral Videos. All right, so I got a couple of them. You know how there's always people posting, Bonnie, these videos of after you get your wisdom teeth out and you're in the car and you're still like all drugged up and you're saying the stupidest things.
Very stupid things, and then when the drug wears off, you're very sore for days yet from that wisdom teeth pulling.
Well, a 22-year-old woman went on a very tearful, passionate rant about Taylor Swift.
Oh, when she was under the the medication.
Here you go. Listen.
We're always thinking about Taylor Swift, and it's not fair because I ran a whole Tumblr for her fan base for many years. I have loved her since I was 11, and I stood by her side. I stood there when everyone hated Taylor Swift, and I said she does not deserve it. It's true. And then everyone in the world woke we love Taylor Swift. And I said, I know. I've been loving Taylor Swift since I was 11 years old.
That's all I can take. I just can't take any more of that.
You know, fans of Tiffany, the 1980s teen star.
I think we're alone now.
Yeah.
Remember that song?
She did a nice rendition of
One
that.
hit wonder.
Tommy James, a little better. But,
Yeah.
you know, if Tiffany was here, she might get upset by that. But something happened. Something was kind of off when she was on stage Sunday night up here in Melbourne.
Oh, really? Tiffany was here?
Yeah.
What happened?
She was with her band belting out a few tunes, including I Think We're Alone Now.
Yeah.
And there's footage, I guess, where you can hear Tiffany struggle with a few notes.
Really?
And so the fans are helping her out, singing along, like, word for word. And then
There's video of this?
Yeah.
Where? I want to play it.
Well, I think there's like a little F-bomb in it though. So, so near the end of the song, Tiffany apparently hears or sees something she doesn't like in the crowd, and then the bad swear word comes out like you, you, and a rep for the singer is saying that Tiffany had lost her voice. She got frustrated with her performance, so it's very clear in the video that she was struggling to hit several notes.
Wow.
So it's possible some concert goers might have been heckling, but Tiffany, she just wasn't having it. And people wondered if maybe she had a little bit to drink or some sort of thing. But it was just kind of like oil and vinegar, you know.
Unbelievable.
Oil and water is what I want to say.
Wow.
It was just kind of weird.
That's crazy.
And
crazy.
happening right up here in Melbourne.
So here's another video. This is kind of a cute one. It's a little boy is with his father, and the dad patiently explains to the young son why his pants are on backwards.
The boy put his pants
Boy
on
comes out of the
backwards?
bedroom with his pants
how
on
sweet.
backwards. Listen.
Can I ask you something? Why are your back pockets in the front on your pants?
Kid looks down. He's like, huh?
Those are your back pockets.
Huh?
Those pockets go in the back on your butt.
So my butt is in front?
Your pants are on backwards. You need to flip your pants. Yep. You need to take your pants off and flip them.
Okay.
All right?
That was, when that kid said, so my butt is in the front, or I thought he was for sure, Bonnie for sure, I thought this little kid was going to say, when he turned around, I thought for sure the kid was going to say, do I have to flip my head around the other way now?
Oh, yeah. Let's do just the opposite.
Right?
Dad.
Or my butt's in the front. So that was just too cute.
I've seen the kids put, like, the shoes on the wrong feet before.
Oh, I've done that.
But I haven't seen a kid put on his pants, like, backwards with the back pants pockets in his front.
My kids have done that. Yeah. When they were younger, yeah, they put their pants on backwards. Definitely,
wow.
Definitely so. So I found a couple of stories I wanted to share with you this morning. Let me find this one here first. This is from the pages of my favorite reading material when I go to my office.
Why do I think of Red Book every time?
I don't know.
Red Book just comes to mind before Cosmo
I
does.
tried
for
Red
some
Book
reason.
and I didn't like it.
Oh, but doesn't it have good recipes and everything?
It does, but there's not enough reading material.
Oh.
And I don't, I prefer to read Cosmo.
Oh, okay.
That's just me.
That just reminds me, I've got to get my magazines back to the library that I took
We're going
out.
to charge you a late fee. How long's it been? You've had them for like a year now, right?
These are new magazines, but not so new anymore. I checked them out a while ago.
Oh my gosh.
They haven't fined me though for late
No?
returns on the magazine.
Okay.
I think they like to slide a little bit, but
Maybe-
I always bring them back.
Maybe they'll send the magazine patrol after you. Who knows? Anyway, your sleeping position, this is true article here. Your sleeping position can reveal what sort of personality you have. And even better, it can reveal what sort of personality your partner has.
Now, I would assume that most sleeping positions are side lying.
Well, you'd be surprised. Here's sleeping position number 1, curled up on your side. That is known as the fetal position, and it's the most common position with 41% of the population sleeping this way.
Yeah, that
now,
makes
twice
sense.
as many women as men sleep this way.
I mean,
people that sleep like this may seem tough on the surface, but they're very shy and very sensitive.
Sensitive and maybe vulnerable too.
Mm-hmm.
Or do they give that word in there?
No, it just says shy,
okay.
Shy and sensitive.
How many people are lying on their back, face up?
We're going to get to that one.
Supine.
Okay, now, on your side, straight as a log, not curled up in a fetal position. 15% of people are space-saving sleepers, and they tend to be extremely trusting and very gregarious.
Like, I try to keep my body straight sometime if I'm side-lying, too, to leave room for my cat.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, arms outstretched and sideways. Beware the 13% of people who sleep like this.
Like with their arms up stretched?
Yes, like Superman flying.
Huh.
Are cynical and slow to
cynical?
They're cynical and slow to make decisions,
well,
but once they do make a decision to commit, they are 100% sure.
Glad I don't sleep that way then.
Now, this is laying on your side with your arms straight over your
straight
head.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
weird.
weird.
I do that sometime with my arms coming up, but I curl them underneath my head like a pillow,
Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now, if you're laying on your back with your arms at your sides, kind of like a T, 8% of people sleep like this. They are known as reserved and have very high standards.
And taking up the whole bed, for goodness
well, that's
sakes.
true. Yes.
They're knocking you out of the way.
Exactly.
Their arms going above your face.
Now, if
your chest.
if you're a belly sleeper, okay, with their arms wrapped around the pillow, 7% of people sleep like this. These are what's called the party animals. Party
Really?
animals.
Oh.
Yes. And if you're on your back with your arms over your head, extended out like this, the rarest of all sleep positions, only 5% of the population sleep this way. They also have a very rare quality. They are very good listeners.
Interesting.
Very, very good listeners.
And where do they, how do they come up with this research?
I don't know.
I think some people like at Cosmo and some of these magazines, I bet they just sit in their office and make stuff up.
I don't know.
Fluffy stuff up.
But here's another article.
Okay.
Okay. That came across. These are things that your auto mechanic will never tell you. Okay, things. Now, I'm not knocking your friend Tony, or I'm not knocking my friend Scott or anything like that.
Right.
This is just any auto mechanic in general, they say. They asked the question, have you ever been taken advantage of by an auto mechanic? Well, they say not to worry, because it's not the first time that it's happened. But here's a list, and this is from the pages of AAA, AAA.com. 5 things that your auto mechanic will never tell you. Get a request for your estimate. Get a request. Request an estimate. Always request an estimate. A lot of auto mechanics, when you go to the shop and you take the vehicle in for a repair and you just say, this is wrong, fix it, they won't give you an estimate automatically.
Yeah.
They'll just fix it, and you never know what it's going to cost.
But it's only common sense for you to ask for that estimate.
Some people don't do that.
I don't know who would be like, well, money bags. Maybe people that make a lot more money than me might not ask. I always do, though, ask how much is this going to cost.
You should always check the work order, which should clearly state a guarantee on the work. If not, ask the shop what type of guarantee is provided on both the workmanship and the parts. Okay? Number 3, if the mechanic is replacing something on the vehicle, ask for your old parts back. You legally have the right to get those parts back.
If you want the old parts back.
If you want the old parts. And you know what? That's not a bad idea to ask, because did he really replace the parts?
Yeah,
Think
that's
about
true.
It. Think about
then
that
you
one.
would have the proof in the pudding.
Right.
You got those old parts in your hand.
Exactly.
You're right, Evan.
Exactly.
That's a good idea.
Number 4, you should always study your bill for doubled labor charges. It's a little dirty secret.
Oh.
Doubled labor charges.
I know Tony would never do that to
Okay.
me. He's always been really good.
If you're getting a new water pump and you replace the timing belt at the same exact time as the water pump, there's no additional labor to do the timing belt, just the additional cost of the part.
Why? Because it only takes like 2 more seconds maybe to
do
slip
it-
on that timing belt.
You can do it right at the same time.
Wow.
Yep, you can do it right at the same time. And
Oh,
lastly,
that's kind of a good one to know then. Yeah.
Lastly, don't replace your tires until you do your very own tread test. Just because a mechanic tells you need new tires.
I replace my tires when Gary tells me I need new tires.
well-
Sometimes he'll say, Bonnie, your tires are looking a little worn.
Well, the way you do a tread test, it's really simple. It's called a simple penny test. Find the wear bar on the tire, insert the penny in the tread.
In the tread, yeah.
And then the less you see
if
of
the penny
Lincoln's
disappear.
head, the less you see of Lincoln's head, then the better the tread.
Mr. Penny, won't you please disappear in there?
Less
I don't
head,
want to get new tires.
Less head, better tread. There you go.
Well said.
Yes.
Fred.
I just kind of made that up. I just made that up.
That's awesome.
Off the top of my head. No pun intended. There I go again with another
If you
stupid
put a
rhyme.
penny under your vehicle and you drive over said penny, will that penny be crushed more?
No.
No.
No,
Did you
I
ever
don't
try
think
it?
so. No, but that's something I'm going to have to do.
No, we got to try.
Maybe I'll do that on the news break. I'll run outside and put a coin under my. Jeez. With the holiday travel looming upon us, we're in full swing. Everybody's going to the airports. A lot of people leaving today. A lot of people leaving tomorrow. I have the top 5 reasons that the TSA agent will creep you out as you go through security.
Don't they always kind of creep you out
Well,
when they know?
some more so than others.
If you put your hands out your side and you're going to get patted a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's called the cheap feel. Anyway, the top 5 reasons that the TSA agent will creep you out this holiday season. Number 5, when you take off your shoes and put them through, he doesn't just look at them.
He smells them?
He smells them.
Yeah.
Boy, did you nail that one.
Well, maybe he's not creepy. Maybe he just really wants to put you through the
Got
test.
a foot fetish or something. Yeah, that would
That's
definitely
funny.
be a little creepy.
An old shoe-sniffing TSA agent.
And then the TSA agent just passes out because the smell is so bad.
Wow.
Yeah, coming in at number 4, he literally just offered to carry you through the metal detector, to pick you up and carry you through that metal detector.
Like a groom carrying his new bride.
Exactly.
He'll carry you through.
Yep. Coming in at number 3, the TSA agent greets you with, quote,
Roses?
Oh, no. No.
I'm like the guesser this morning.
Nope, that's okay. Quote, okay, who's my next victim?
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah. That's kind of give you an eerie feeling.
Yep. Coming in at number 2, the actual name on his name tag actually says Grabby Copperfield.
Copperfield.
Yes, Grabby Copperfield. That goes along with
Yep.
what you just said when they make you spread your arms out. And number 1, there's the I Love Cavity Searches T-shirt that the TSA agent is wearing.
Yikes.
Yeah. So,
close your mouth.
yes,
Keep your mouth closed going through.
That is the top 5 reasons that a TSA agent will creep you out at holiday time this year as you are traveling home for the holidays.
I've never really even traveled much during the holidays. I've usually taken my trips in the summertime, traveling by airplane. Rarely have I gone home for like Thanksgiving and
I thought about going and visiting my relatives in New York one year for Thanksgiving, but then I figured, it's going to be chaos at the airports.
Yeah.
Do I really want to get into all that chaos and mess and this and that and the other. And I'm like, you know what? The heck with it. I'll just go up north like in July, and when it's baseball season, take in a Mets ball game, go visit the relatives, and I don't have to buck all the cans of sardines.
I might want to go up when it's still early winter, like I'm talking in February up to Wisconsin.
Time. That's probably a beautiful time of the year to go.
I might want to go skiing. I'm kind of considering that would be kind of fun.
Have you ever skied before?
Yeah.
Is it hard to learn? Because Gavin wants to go with Haley. Haley goes on ski trips, and Gavin wants to go, but I don't know.
It's a little freaky at first, when you got the boots on and you got them in the skis and you're going down that hill for the first time.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky feeling.
How do you turn?
So they'll want to start on like a bunny hill, like a beginner's hill. We call it a bunny hill. And
how do you turn left or right? Is there a steering wheel?
Well, you got to kind of like lean with your body. You lean with your body, and you
do you turn your feet?
You can kind of turn your feet. Yeah. You
what about snowboarding?
Parallel.
Have you ever snowboarded?
Snowboarded, I haven't done.
No,
but I think it's pretty cool that
is it?
When they do that. I've seen them jump with snowboards up at Whitecap Ski Hill where I grew up. But yeah, they should start on a very easy slope like the intermediate. Usually they're coded by color, too. You got your green is beginners. Your blue is kind of like in between. And then a black diamond is like a mogully hill that's
like the
maybe
creme de la creme.
Made on a side of a mountain, and it's not very groomed. And that one you might not want to ski.
My business partner for my entertainment company owns a condo up in Stowe, Vermont.
Oh,
way
nice.
Up there.
Yeah.
Way up in the Northeast.
It's got to be beautiful.
And he sent me pictures of the lodge at Christmas time because he goes all the time. And he's invited me and
go.
Rachel to go.
You should go
and
up one year.
It looks nice.
There's nothing like it, and the best time of day I think is after you skied really all day and you're heading down that slope for the last time, and the sun's going down.
It's a whole resort. They take your skis for you. They put them on the slope. They do this. They do that. They do everything. I'm afraid that if I fall, I'm going to break a hip or something. That's my biggest fear because the bones are not as like flexible as you get older.
Yeah.
So and that's what I'm afraid of.
Only you know your own body, too, so it's something...
Yeah, I'd be afraid.
You could try maybe like a cross-country ski or, just ski down a very small slope if you're going to do it for the first time.
Instead of it be like this, it can be like that or something.
Nice and flat.
Yes. Yeah, just about flat, and have somebody pull me. There you go.
Maybe he'll have a sled dog to do it.
There you go. Wow, I didn't realize what time it was. Man, time goes by when you're having fun. 6:49, let's get to the news. It's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. This segment, Bonnie has the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. Governor Ron DeSantis is calling for over $1 billion in gas tax relief. During a news conference in Daytona Beach, DeSantis proposed dropping the state gas tax during the next legislative session.
We're taking over 25 cents from Florida, and we'll basically zero that out for as long as we can and do over $1 billion. That's going to make a huge deal.
The governor said we want to protect Floridians as much as we can against the inflation that we're seeing. A Fort Pierce man has died after his motorcycle collided with a pickup truck in Martin County early Monday, according to the Florida Highway Patrol. The motorcycle was driving east on Southwest Martin Highway around 6 a.m. near the intersection of Southwest 66th Avenue when the pickup attempted to make a U-turn in front of it. The motorcycle crashed into the front left side of the pickup. The 22-year-old rider died at the scene, FHP investigators said. The pickup driver, a 65-year-old Stewart man, stopped on the west side of the highway after the collision. FHP did not name those involved in the crash. Kyle Rittenhouse was spotted dining at a Florida restaurant Sunday, 2 days after he was acquitted of murder in Wisconsin. A photograph circulating on social media shows Rittenhouse seated at a table at Smokin' Jerry's Tiki Bar and Grill in Placida, about an hour northwest of Fort Myers. Florida Senator Joe Gruder's Sarasota, who is chairman of the Republican Party of Florida, told the Sarasota Herald-Tribune that Rittenhouse was in the Sunshine State for an interview with Fox News host Tucker Carlson that was broadcast last night. Carlson does have a home in Boca Grande. A unique experience was repeated for a Port St. Lucie Gwen Stefani fan. WPTV's Michelle Quesada has more.
Closing one chapter of his life.
I love you so much. This is actually a famous person down here.
Brandon Burford says he would have never gotten through grade school without Gwen Stefani.
We follow each other. I watched you grow into that. So proud of you.
When she pulled me up, that helped me through my whole school life. So I wanted to say thank you.
A once-in-a-lifetime moment for Brandon Burford. This story goes back 6 years when Gwen spotted Brandon's mom's sign at a concert in West Palm Beach.
My son was born from first to fifth grade. He would come home every day upset, but he'd go to his room, listen to your music, and smile. Get up here right now!
After that moment, Brandon would never be the same.
She helped me believe in myself. She made me feel more confident about myself. And this was called The Sweet Escape.
On his worst days, Gwen's music would transform Brandon.
As soon as I turned it on, I felt better already.
With Gwen's advice,
and not to change for anybody,
Brandon graduated high school this year, his cap capturing Gwen's essence. And at her recent Las Vegas concert, Brandon grabbed her attention again.
That's an example of someone that just said, you guys, look at what I
am. It was crazy. When I went up, I felt like I was dreaming. It did not feel real. And she's Gwen Stefani.
Back in Port St. Lucie, his room filled with memorabilia and all things Gwen.
That's her Las Vegas show called Just a Girl.
To keep reminding Brandon, long after high school, he's not just a boy, he's whatever he wants to be.
She changed your life.
Yep. A lot for her.
Michelle Quesada, WPTV News Channel 5.
Well, lastly, a permanent memorial to Gabby Petito is now in place in southwest Florida. A bench dedicated to the murdered 22-year-old sits near City Hall in Northport. That's where Petito lived with her fiancé Brian Laundrie before she was killed while the pair was on a cross-country trip. Los Angeles Lakers superstar LeBron James has been suspended one game for recklessly hitting Detroit Pistons center Isaiah Stewart in the face during their altercation in Sunday's game. Stewart has been suspended 2 games for escalating an on-court altercation by repeatedly and aggressively pursuing James, who will serve his suspension on Tuesday when the Lakers visit the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden. News time 6:54. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
The first time I stepped into St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, I figured it would just be one of my many stops on my road to the perfect engagement ring. My fiancé means the world to me, so I wanted something extra special. I found a huge selection of engagement rings at great prices, and my worry about finding the perfect engagement ring was quickly replaced with exceptional customer service. St. Lucie Jewelry's over 400 5-star reviews really told the story. I finally picked a ring, and it was perfect. She was floored, and then the tears came.
Hi. This is Hawk Levy, owner of St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We're now celebrating 26 years, voted best diamond dealers, best jewelry buyers, and best jeweler year after year. Come celebrate with us in opening our 3rd location at 1335 St. Lucie West Boulevard. We invite you to take a tour of our competition, but then come see us last.
6:55. Let's get right to it. It's time for traffic weather together. Bonnie?
Well, we have a nice ride out on our highways. So far, looking so good on this early Tuesday morning with the major highways all up to speed. Martin and St. Lucie counties, everything looking fine. And if you see traffic, give us a call. We're right here at 220-9788, 220-WSTU. It's a cool 58 with a breeze this morning in Port St. Lucie. In Iron Belt, Wisconsin, up where I grew up, it's only 14 above. Here's more on our weather at WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for temperatures this morning in the upper 50s to low 60s under mostly clear skies. This afternoon, highs in the low 70s, lots of sunshine, low humidity, and breezy winds. Tomorrow, morning temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, afternoon highs in the low 70s, partly sunny skies, and some fast-moving showers drifting in from offshore. For your Thanksgiving, a bit warmer in the morning with temperatures down to the low 60s, highs in the mid-70s, mainly dry with low humidity and a slim chance for an isolated shower.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Professional wrestling returns to the Treasure Coast at the Mid-Florida Event Center in Port St. Lucie as Coastal Championship Wrestling presents Breaking Chains, featuring The Bus, Big English, and the main event will feature Moose, Impact Wrestling's heavyweight champion. This event is also a fundraiser for St. Lucie West Centennial High School's wrestling team. So come out to the Mid-Florida Event Center, US 1, Port St. Lucie, December 3rd, bell time 8 p.m. For tickets, call 772-302-6539.
Hey parents, keep your children active this season by training with the pros. The Miami Dolphins are hosting the Junior Dolphins football and dance clinics presented by FAIR throughout Miami-Dade, with winter clinics starting November 26th and December 20th. Football clinics are taught by Junior Dolphins coaches and dance classes are led by the Miami Dolphins cheerleaders. These half-day sessions are available for boys and girls ages 4 to 14. Space is limited. Visit juniordolphins.com/camps to secure your spot today.
Professional wrestling returns to the Treasure Coast at the Mid-Florida Event Center in Port St. Lucie as Coastal Championship Wrestling presents Breaking Chains, featuring The Bus, Big English, and the main event will feature Moose, Impact Wrestling's heavyweight champion. This event is also a fundraiser for St. Lucie West Centennial High School's wrestling team. So come out to the Mid-Florida Event Center, US 1, Port St. Lucie, December 3rd, bell time 8 p.m. For tickets, call 772-302-6539.
If you need a new roof, you want a reputable, reliable roofing company to install your new roof. Brilliant Roofing has an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. We've been in business for over 15 years, and we're local to the Treasure Coast. We are quick, on time, and never leave your place a mess. All materials we use are top quality and made in the USA. We are trained, certified experts. Give Brilliant Roofing a call today for a free estimate. 772-485-0260. That's 772-485-0260.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
It's coming up on 7 a.m. this morning right here at WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next, and then hour number 2 for me and you right here on the Get Up and Go show. Don't go anywhere.
Wisconsin. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
We remember.
And there are the names of the 5 people killed when a man drove an SUV through a Christmas parade Sunday. 3 of them members of a group called the Dancing Grannies.
It was fully intentional. He was trying to go around all the floats and everything, and that's how he got so close to us.
He pushed his daughter out of the way just in time, but 48 others were injured. The suspect, Darrell Brooks, is charged with homicide
Police say before the car attack, they were responding to a domestic disturbance call involving Brooks. Brooks left the scene. Police say he then drove through a barricade and onto the parade route. Court documents reveal Brooks just posted $1,000 bail on charges that he intentionally ran over the mother of his child with his vehicle.
Fox's Matt Finn in Waukesha. In Europe, a fiery bus crash this morning has left at least 45 people dead. Fox's Simon Owen following this live from London.
Yeah, Dave, the authorities in Bulgaria say a bus carrying tourists crashed and caught fire overnight. Bulgaria's interior minister calls it a terrifying scene. He said it's almost unbearable and that the passengers have turned to ashes. Those killed are thought to include at least a dozen children. It's thought the bus hit a highway guardrail as it travelled through Bulgaria, carrying people home from Turkey to North Macedonia. Dave?
Simon, the Democrat-led House committee probing the January Capitol riot has subpoenaed 5 more people to testify, including Trump ally Roger Stone and Alex Jones. We'll hear from President Biden today on dealing with inflation, which has spiked to a 31-year high.
We know it's tough for families to keep up with the rising cost of gasoline.
There are reports he plans
to order the release of oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, which is typically only done when supplies are disrupted by natural disasters.
That's Fox's Sean Langell. Experts say that may only be a short-term fix. America's listening to Fox News.
Hey parents, here's some good news for America's future. Kids ages 5 to 11 are now eligible for a COVID vaccine. That means all those future CEOs and artists, world-class chefs and sports stars, the engineers and the innovators are eligible for a vaccine that can help protect their future. And it's specifically formulated just for them. Find vaccines near you at vaccines.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hear that? That's the sound of a man guarding his home around the clock. Because he has 24/7 professional monitoring from Simply Safe Home Security. With 24/7 professional monitoring, Simply Safe keeps watch night and day. If there's trouble, Simply Safe alerts them and will dispatch emergency help when needed. Protect your home and your sleep. Take 50% off a new system at simplysafe.com today.
Moments ago, the White House confirmed that President Biden is going to release 50 million barrels from the petroleum reserve. That's an aim to lower prices at the gas pump at a time of rising inflation. The jury could get the case today in Georgia after closing arguments wrap up in the trial of 3 white men charged with murdering Ahmaud Arbery, a black man, while he was out jogging last year. Kyle Rittenhouse defends himself again from critics calling him a white supremacist.
Kyle Rittenhouse spoke on Fox's Tucker Carlson tonight after being cleared of murder in connection with the killing of 2 men at a racial justice protest. He said his case was all about self-defense, not racism.
If I was convicted, no one would ever be privileged to defend their life against attackers.
He also said he supports Black Lives Matter. But after Rittenhouse was declared not guilty, civil rights leader Jesse Jackson said, "It seems to me that it's open season on human rights demonstrators." As for his future, Rittenhouse said he's studying to become a nurse and plans on moving, but he's not sure where he's going to go. Jill Nato, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are down modestly. On Monday Night Football,
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get back on track.
Giants only rushing 3 all sorts of time. Touchdown, Tampa Bay, Mike Evans.
Steve Levy on ESPN. Tom Brady finds Mike Evans for his second touchdown pass of the night. Brady with 307 yards in the air as the Bucs down the New York Giants 30-10. Rob Gronkowski with 6 catches and 71 yards receiving in his return after missing 5 games due to various injuries to help Tampa Bay snap their 2-game skid. The Bucs defense forced 3 Giants turnovers as Tampa Bay now goes to 7-3 on the season, remaining atop the NFC South, and the Giants drop down to 3-7 at the bottom of the NFC East.
That's Matt Napolitano. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Chabad Jewish Center invites you to join the community Hanukkah celebration and public menorah lighting joined by elected officials of Martin and St. Lucie. Sunday, November 28th, the 14th annual at Tradition Square in Port St. Lucie, and Sunday, December 5th, the 24th annual at Memorial Park, downtown Stuart, 3 p.m. Hanukkah Guilt Drop at Tradition and soul singer Tali Yes. Memorial Park, falafel, latkes, donuts, hot dogs, children's activities, bounce house, face painting, and more. Come celebrate as a community in unity. Admission is free. All are welcome. Happy Hanukkah. For more info, go to chabadmsl.com or call 288-0606.
Taking your business to the next level requires money, and the Florida SBDC at Indian River State College has the expertise and connections to help you acquire your growth capital. Hi, I'm Michael Bernard, business consultant with the Florida SBDC at IRSC. We offer no-cost consulting and low-cost training to help you prepare and obtain financing. Whether you're looking for a traditional bank loan, government-backed loan, or a loan provided by an alternative lender, we have the tools, expertise, and resources to help you obtain the financing needed to succeed. While Florida SBDCs do not loan money or administer grants, our consultants maintain valuable relationships with local lenders and understand their lending requirements. Our certified business consultants, many of whom are former bankers and business owners, will provide confidential assistance to help guide you through the process of securing the right source of capital for your business.
For one-on-one business consulting at no cost, contact the Florida SBDC at IRSC at 336-6285. Online at irscbiz.com.
Have you ever thought about advertising your business or services on radio? You know, it's a lot more affordable than you think. In fact, you hearing this right now proves that radio still works. Reach out to locals like you who still listen to radio. Find out how easy and effective it is. Call 561-537-5897. That's 561-537-5897. Let me help kickstart your message on Martin County's Heritage Station on Today with Denny, your local finance and entertainment show.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Thank you very much, Madam Announcer. Hour number 2 for me and you on the Get Up and Go show.
What's up, my brother?
What's up, my brother?
I've got good news and good news.
All right, tell me the good news.
Tell him the good news.
All right, I just said, tell me the good news. All right, just get right to it. It's 7:08 this morning. Mr. Clock, would you do the honors, please?
It's now 7:08 a.m.
7:08 a.m. on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's the Tuesday morning edition. We thank you so much for joining us on this day before, 2 days before Thanksgiving, where everybody's going to be with their families and celebrating and getting back to some sort of normality this year.
I think so. I think more and more families are, getting back together. And I got to say, Evan, I'm kind of happy for maybe the older folks and the elderly who are finally going to be able to be with more of their families.
I know. I felt so bad last year that the older folks could not get out of the assisted living facilities. They were trapped inside. It was bad last year, and I felt really bad for the elderly. But this year, it seems like they're going to be able to spend it with their grandkids.
Yeah, and you felt bad for their kids too that couldn't go to see them at the elderly home or the old folks home.
Yeah, definitely.
And there was definitely a split, but more families together this year. That's happiness.
It's going to be a great time.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good time.
I can hardly wait. I went to get most of my food items that I needed for my holiday table yesterday. And I think now all I need is the pumpkin pie and some whipped cream.
There you go.
So I'm on top of it.
Go to your local bakery and you'll be all good to go.
Hey, I should do that this year. I didn't think of that.
Go to your Publix bakery.
A Publix bakery?
Go to your Publix bakery. They've got great pumpkin pie, great apple pie.
Or maybe I'll go to one of these mom and pop shop bakeries around town.
There you go.
I might just do that sort of thing.
There you go.
Yeah. Or Ellie's Deli. Chef Mark has homemade pies.
Yeah, go right there. Order them up from him.
Oh, yeah, I think he has the pumpkin pie going, maybe like a squash pie.
Let me tell you, when I walked in there yesterday to meet with Mark and talk about, in fact, speaking of which, Chef Mark is going to be joining us Thursday morning with tips on how to properly cook your turkey.
That's so spectacular that he's going to be right here on the show
great.
with us.
It's going to be great. Looking so forward to it.
I'm going to ask him, like, how many days later should you still be eating that turkey?
Well,
like,
he'll be giving you all those tips.
2 or 3 day rule for those leftovers?
Yeah, he'll be giving you all those tips.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get to birthdays and anniversaries.
News on the radio. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
If you're born today, November the 23rd, we say happy birthday to you and yours. Bonnie, what do you got this morning?
Well, I don't know, because I usually go to Facebook really to find my birthdays, and my Facebook page really hasn't been updating for me. Every time I go there, I see the same people and no birthdays that they're giving me.
Really?
So I guess just happy birthday to you if you're celebrating. Maybe
Wow.
I should try to... How do I hit a refresh here on this page? I don't even
Are you on your browser?
I don't even see a refresh. But every time I open it, the same stuff seems to be coming up.
Hold on. I'm going to refresh you here. Get over here. There's a little squirrely thing here. Just hit that right there.
And not too many people liked my new profile picture, so I'm wondering
Yeah, what's up with that?
People don't like me anymore or something. Maybe I get on there and I get too political.
No.
I don't know.
Oh. Listen, it is what it is.
But I'm not chased off by the Facebook police.
Thank
so.
God. All right, so what do you got for me? Anything?
I don't.
Nothing?
Nobody
Zero?
that I know of.
Zip? Zilch?
No.
I can't believe that. I can't believe you have nothing. All right, Miley Cyrus, 29 years old today. There, we start with somebody you know.
Yeah, and I can't believe she's that old already. Not that I'm considering 29 old, but Hannah Montana. And I remember her when she was maybe 14 or 15.
Yeah.
Just a bitty girl, right?
How about Snooki? Remember her?
I do. Let me
Snooki.
guess.
Nicole
Snooki,
Polizzi.
Is she about 44 today?
34.
That's it?
Yeah, the Jersey Shore star who's now somebody's mother. That's right.
She is. She became a mom, right?
Yep.
And
her and Miley
who's the
share
dad?
the same birthday.
The situation? Is he like the father?
That's a terrible situation. Couldn't tell you.
You remember the situation?
Yes. The guy that had like 10 pounds of paste in his hair.
And he worked out. I saw a documentary on them. He used to go to the gym, like all the time to like keep himself conditioned for the show. What did their day consist of? It consisted of cleaning the apartment. Let's see. Going to the gym, wearing nice clothes, and going out to eat, and hanging out on the Jersey Shore, I guess.
And that was it.
The life of the Jersey Shore kids.
That's all it really consisted of.
What are you looking at over there?
I'm
Google search map?
Yeah, I'm looking at something while you're talking, so I'm just trying to find a location where I have to go later today. That's all.
Okay.
Lucas Gray Beal is 37. That's Sharpay's brother Ryan. I'm actually just spying on somebody's house.
Beal was the last name Beal, as in
Gray Beal.
Gray Beal.
Gray Beal. Lucas Gray Beal.
How do you spell the last name there?
Grabeel.
Oh, Gray Beal.
Gray Beal. Grable, Gray Beal, Grabeel. You can say it many different ways. Anyway, that's Sharpay's brother Ryan in the High School Musical films. Kelly Brook, 42 years old today.
Kelly Brook or
Yes.
Brock? Kelly.
No, Brook. B-R-O-O-K.
Who's she?
Well, I couldn't tell you. It just says she floated under the radar for years, but after doing both Playboy and Piranha 3D, her raw natural talents can no longer be denied.
Oh, that's why I don't know her. She's in Playboy.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't read that.
And neither do I. So there you go.
Oh, you've never looked at a Playboy? Come on.
Ages ago I did. I kept him under my bed.
I just hit my tooth on the microphone.
Oh, no.
Ouch.
Got to get you to the dentist. Be careful there. The young urban troubadour from the Dog Pound, Corrupt, is 49 years old today. The host of Walking Dead recap show, Chris Hardwick, is 50. Sally Richardson Whitfield, 54. That's Eureka and Stitch's star. John Henton is 61. That's Miss Slap on the Huleys. All right, finally we got somebody we know. Bruce Hornsby. Oh.
He was in town not too long ago. I think just a couple of weeks ago he played the Lyric Theater here in Stuart.
Did he really?
Yeah. They had a show, and I was going to mention it one Friday during my best bets, but then I looked at the show, and they were all sold out for Bruce Hornsby. He played up here, and he also played down somewhere like in the Boca Raton area. First one weekend down south, and then he was up here. But
he's really, he's very talented at what he does. His music is good. He's got a lot of great songs. I'm stalling because I'm waiting for this commercial to go by.
I've actually met him before, too. I met him at a Tropical Smoothie Cafe right here in Stuart.
This is like one of my all-time favorites. I know you played this at the music station.
We sure did.
And this was a very popular song.
Yeah, and
back
when he was at the door at Tropical Smoothie, I thought I recognized him. I said, "Where do I know you from the Treasure Coast? You look so familiar." So I've seen the videos, his 1980s videos. He looked down at me and he said, "You probably recognize me because I'm Bruce Hornsby."
Yeah.
And that was a Tropical Smoothie right over here on Monterey.
Yeah, he had a great ramp to talk up on this song. I mean, you could just literally talk all day long until the vocals kicked in, like right here. Such a great tune. Yeah. Many, many hits. He had Mandolin Rain was another one of his hits, I think. So he had quite a few good hits.
Yeah,
there.
I kind of like that genre of kind of like a country music, kind of like a John Mellencamp, a Bruce Springsteen sort of feel.
He's 67, by the way, just so you know. 67 years old.
Yep. He was a good-looking man, too. He had like the, when I saw him in person, he had the curly black hair, kind of like a Greg Brady. And
yeah, it's not black no more, I bet.
Nice blue eyes. The good-looking fella,
Bruce Valanche is 73 years old today. He used to write jokes for the Oscars. That's the guy that wrote all the jokes for the Oscar Awards.
Really? Oh, so he writes all of the material for the people that are hosting the Oscar Awards.
Yes.
How old is the guy?
Let me see here.
Valanche is his last name?
Let's see here. 73.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also was a regular on Hollywood Squares.
Oh.
Looks like a Muppet. Lost a succulent 20 pounds on Celebrity Fit Club 3 and was in the 1984 cinematic classic Ice Pirates.
Oh, so he lost all those pounds. Oh, yeah, I see a picture of him here.
Yeah.
He does look quite heavy there. Yeah. Double chinned going on and everything is what I'm saying. I mean, really heavy.
Thank God he's not a triple chin guy.
How much did he lose on that show?
I think 20 pounds
20
or something
pounds?
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he should lose more.
Today, okay.
I'm just
all
saying.
Right there, Miss Fitness Guru. There you go. It's National Cashew Day. So make sure and munch on all the delicious info about the America's popular partying nut, cashews. Keep those away from me, please.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're allergic to the nuts. Cashew, though, not my favorite nut. I think the pistachio is...
I know a few nuts in my life. Not going to mention their names. It's Fibonacci Day.
What?
That's right. Today it's Fibonacci Day, also known as Leonardo of Pisa and Leonardo Fibonacci. Leonardo Bonacci invented a pattern of counting that continues to influence math and technology today. That's what Fibonacci's all about.
Is that like an Italian math system or something?
I couldn't tell you.
Because I don't recognize that.
Neither do I. I just read what's in front of me. It's also Eat a Cranberry Day. Ready to dive into all the cranberry deets? Well, there you go. Get some cranberries and just dig away. I don't like cranberries like that. I like the jellied cranberry.
Oh yeah, me too.
Comes in the can. Ocean Spray.
That's what I bought. They had like two for $3 at Winn-Dixie yesterday.
$3. Okay.
And,
or BOGO, buy one get one.
That's one of the items too. Where Publix, there's that Publix we had on the news. That's over in. Oh, good gosh, what town is that? Lakeland, the Lakeland-based company. They're having a limit to some of the Thanksgiving items.
People are hoarding this stuff.
The cranberry sauce is one of those items.
Yes. So when you go buy your cranberry sauce for the turkey this holiday season,
you only need 1 or 2 cans anyway. I don't know why people would want to hoard.
Here's my thought on this. 1 can will get you 8 slices of cranberry. 1 can.
And there's usually 1 or 2 people at the dinner table who don't even take the cranberry, right?
No, and the average person will take one slice. 1 slice, that's 8 people you can feed in 1 can.
And I might buy 2 cans because I like a little bit left over. I do enjoy the cranberry with my turkey.
It is really good.
Yep.
It is very good. Lastly, it's National Espresso Day. So make sure and go have an espresso. And by the way, I just figured this out. I've always called it espresso. It's not espresso.
It's
espresso. It's espresso, man.
It's one of those words where, people get wrong every time. Because if I would say it right away, I would say espresso, too. Espresso, though.
Yep, definitely so. Time now, 7:20 on the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for news. Let's get right to the news desk where Bonnie has the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. 'Tis the season not to get ripped off, says Florida Attorney General Ashley Moody.
Use a credit card rather than a debit card. Make sure to keep any receipts that will match your purchases so you can reconcile those when you get your bill to see if there has been illicit activity.
Moody is talking up her agency's 2021 Holiday Consumer Protection Guide. It's free and available at myfloridalegal.com. In Port St. Lucie, a local free ambulance service said it was in its 11th hour, just about to have to shut down for good. WPTV's Megan McRoberts with the story.
These are the four-wheel walkers.
Donations are at the heart of the Port St. Lucie Volunteer Ambulance Service.
The regular walkers.
From the wheelchairs and crutches given to customers at no cost, to money raised to cover gas, maintenance, and operations for the ambulance and transport services.
Keeping a diesel out running, going to and from, it's just too expensive.
The rig and services have been paused since mid-August. COVID hit their donation pool. Rising gas prices aren't helping. And this month, Chief Tina Vasquez said they were preparing to pull the plug completely, closing up a more than 40-year-old service.
What will it take to get you started back?
That is until local pizza shop owner Scott Van Duzer told Tony DeFrancesco about the ambulance service's struggles. Tony owns Tri-County Enterprises in Fort Pierce and had means to help.
And he asked me to come over and talk to you and help you get started over.
Tina not having to see much to convince DeFrancesco to chip in. Monday, he handed her a $5,000 check.
Here you go, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
With a promise to remain a source of support for the coming months.
And we're going to see what we can do to get some more donations to them.
DeFrancesco has seen the need for a service like this.
Had to transport my mother back from the St. Lucie Medical Center to her house. So that just kind of hit home.
And now Vasquez says they will immediately be able to start helping about 10 to 15 regular patients again, who otherwise didn't have the means to pay for the service elsewhere, provided here for free.
Today was absolutely amazing.
Megan McRoberts, WPTV, News Channel 5.
If you haven't finished your Thanksgiving grocery shopping yet, be aware of some changes at Publix. The Lakeland-based company announced yesterday that it's restricting shoppers to just 2 items of many products. Publix blames high demand and supply chain issues. More than a dozen families of victims of the Parkland school massacre have reached a settlement with the Justice Department. The families sued the department and the FBI for not acting on tips warning about the shooter who took the lives of 17 people at Stoneman Douglas High in 2018. The U.S. Coast Guard is celebrating a huge Thanksgiving haul as $504 million worth of illegal drugs was offloaded yesterday at Port Everglades. About 26,000 pounds of cocaine and 3,700 pounds of marijuana were picked up from multiple eastern Pacific Ocean interceptions. A permanent memorial to Gabby Petito is now in place in southwest Florida. A bench dedicated to the murdered 22-year-old sits near City Hall in Northport. That's where Petito lived with her fiancé Brian Laundrie before she was killed while the pair was on a cross-country trip. And lastly, NASA is set to launch a spacecraft from California on Tuesday night to smack head-on into an asteroid next fall in an effort to understand how humanity could prevent such a space body from colliding with Earth. Elon Musk's SpaceX plans to launch the DART mission, or Double Asteroid Redirection Test, on a Falcon 9 rocket from Vandenberg Space Force Base at 10:20 p.m. The spacecraft, about the size of a refrigerator with longer solar panels, will travel about 7 million miles to the Didymos asteroid system, where it's expected to crash next fall. Didymos poses no threat to Earth. The Bucks bounced back in prime time. Tampa Bay snapping a 2-game skid with a 30-10 home victory over the New York Giants Monday Night Football. Tom Brady threw a pair of touchdown passes, and head coach Bruce Arians said the Bucks defense stepped up.
Good pass rush, really good coverage. I thought front and back end played well together, and and we feed off the crowd. We should, and make it hard on teams.
Tampa Bay improved to 7-3 on the season, including 5-0 at home. Our news time 7:25, and we'll have weather and traffic together next.
Forbearances, working remotely, internet shopping, retail space, and rental income have been hit hard by COVID. If you're looking to restructure your debt, obtain financing or equity, Commercial Mortgage can help you out. Tim Mullen at Commercial Mortgage has been providing debt restructuring services since 2003. Tim never charges a front fee, and all consultations are free. Tim only gets paid if he provides you a debt workout. Looking for a debt solution or financing? Give Tim a call at 772-872-6099 or visit commercialmortgagellc.com to schedule your free consultation.
7:26 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. Bonnie, how's it looking outside?
We do see an accident right now. This is in Indiantown this morning. This happened just minutes ago. It's an accident at Southwest Indian Avenue and Southwest Warfield Boulevard in Indiantown. There is heavy roadblock, backup with traffic in that Indiantown area at the moment due to that accident. To the north of us, we find another one. This is up in Fort Pierce, an accident on I-95 southbound Fort Pierce, and it's at mile marker 138 with no roadblock. If you see something, say something, give us a call at 220-9788, 220-WSTU. 62 right now under a clear sky in Jensen Beach. And in Germantown, Maryland, it's only 29. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for temperatures this morning in the upper 50s to low 60s under mostly clear skies. This afternoon, highs in the low 70s, lots of sunshine, low humidity, and breezy winds. Tomorrow, morning temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, afternoon highs in the low 70s, partly sunny skies, and some fast-moving showers drifting in from offshore. For your Thanksgiving, a bit warmer in the morning with temperatures down to the low 60s, highs in the mid-70s, mainly dry with low humidity and a slim chance for an isolated shower.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Life has taught you many lessons. Like, all you can eat is strangely unsatisfying. That's why it's better to have what you actually need. You've also learned that one size fits all never seems to fit. That's why a Cigna Medicare Advantage plan gives you care that fits your specific health needs. Learn more at CignaMedicare.com, because life has taught you well. Cigna is contracted with Medicare for PDP plans, HMO, and PPO plans in select states and with select state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in Cigna depends on contract renewal.
Give hope to homeless and abused animals this holiday season. Support the Humane Society of the Treasure Coast on November 30th for Giving Tuesday. Your support of our local Humane Society on Giving Tuesday will help meet the most pressing needs of homeless and abandoned animals in our community and help spread the love to animals throughout the holiday season. Thanks to the Katzman Foundation, every gift on Giving Tuesday will be matched dollar for dollar up to $20,000. Learn more on the Humane Society's website at hstc1.org.
Hey parents, keep your children active this season by training with the pros. The Miami Dolphins are hosting the Junior Dolphins Football and Dance Clinics presented by FAIR throughout Miami-Dade, with winter clinics starting November 26th and December 20th. Football clinics are taught by junior Dolphins coaches, and dance classes are led by the Miami Dolphins cheerleaders. These half-day sessions are available for boys and girls ages 4 to 14. Space is limited. Visit juniordolphins.com/camps to secure your spot today.
Why pay more to rent a space for your party when you could transform your kitchen and living space into the next amazing place for a great dinner party? Even with limited space, private catering can make your next event incredibly relaxing and memorable. Optimal Health Chef Inc. offers in-house catering for refined, elegant dining experiences for any private event. Optimal Health Chef Inc. has years of experience with exceptional private catering services, and we will do everything to make your next get-together with family, friends, co-workers, or business associates a most memorable one. As a result of the global pandemic, we are offering virtual parties. We plan your event, package the food in disposable individual containers, and deliver to your home. You then deliver to your guests, enjoy dinner, and their company virtually. For more information and to book an event, please call Daryl Lester, chef owner of Optimal Health Chef Inc. at 772-475-8493.
The Get Up and Go Show would love to hear from you live on the air. Give us a call at any time. Now let's get back to the program. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
This is not headline news. Miley Cyrus turns 29 today, but her elderly barfly voice turns 86. Marvel has revealed why they made Hawkeye into a series instead of a movie. It's because he's just a regular guy who shoots arrows. Duh. The new Fitbit tells you when you should not work out, or as it's also known as, a watch. And in sports, Aaron Rodgers said his injured toe was very painful during Sunday's game. Kind of like what we viewers feel watching him act in a State Farm commercial. This is not headline news.
From not headline news, we go to the stupid stuff.
And now it's time for Stupid News.
It's so stupid and awesome.
Where we ask the important questions.
Are some people too stupid to live?
Why are people so stupid?
Love the banjo. Love the banjo picking.
It's a clean banjo.
Yeah, it is. I'd like
clean.
to meet the guy that's
clean,
playing
not
this.
mean.
Let's go to Minneapolis, where a 44-year-old guy named Frank Towers recently got arrested on Friday after he basically got naked at the airport and started pleasuring himself.
Yikes.
Then got into it with a TSA agent and threatened to kill him.
Did you have something about weird TSA agents?
Yes.
Look at what they got to put up with.
Right. And when airport police told him to stand down, he refused because he said, quote, "It's a free country." When they confronted him, he just picked up a stanchion post and started swinging it around like a weapon.
Wow.
That's one of these things that, if you don't know what a stanchion is, it's got the strap that comes out. It's used to create lines before going through security. Well, anyway, he swung it around and threw it at the TSA agent. Then the police confronted him, and that's when he dropped the "it's a free country" line. They eventually had to tase the guy while he was naked.
Wow.
And they didn't know about the nakedness until they checked the security footage later on.
Well, that's one tough bird there because it's very cold in Minneapolis.
Yeah. They also found footage of him punching and headbutting TV screens, and he threw a chair at one point. He's now facing felony charges for threats of violence and fourth-degree assault.
Well, if you were at the airport that time waiting to get on your plane, you would have had some entertainment, I guess.
I would say so. I would definitely say so. But note to self, when you go to TSA, don't get naked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get naked.
I don't know why somebody would even have the urge to take off their clothes.
That's just ridiculous. Completely ridiculous.
Hopefully they gave him a blanket or a towel before he went on the plane.
Why would they even let him go on the plane after he was naked? Anyway, all right, here we go. Let's go to South Rockford, Michigan, okay, where renting renting a hitman from a website called Rent a Hitman may not be your best option.
I heard about this website before. They had like a whole documentary on it on the ID channel.
Well, in South Rockford, Michigan, 52-year-old Wendy Lynn Wine pleaded guilty recently after she completed a service request on the site last year saying she wanted her ex-husband dead because he stole money from her and she preferred not going to jail. Now, of course, the owner of the fake website immediately contacted the state police, who sent an undercover detective posing as a hitman to meet with Miss Wine. She gave him relevant information about her ex's habits and paid him a $200 down payment for the hit, with a promise of $5,000 later on.
Yeah, and what's happening is people are being hit by this, and they're paying for this site maybe to hire a hitman who's not really there, and so they're sending their money and expecting that person to be killed, that they want killed, but the hitman isn't hitting. Instead, he's turning these people in. So it's like the tide turns on all of these people trying to hire them, and then, of course, they're in trouble, which they should be, for even attempting to hiring the hitman.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's just no. Why would you do that? That's just ridiculous.
And in this day and age, isn't it so sad that we've come to a point where, with new technology, that there is a site where you think you can hire a hitman?
Yeah.
It's sad.
I hope my wife would never hire a hitman to knock me off because, I'm worth a little money. Not a lot, but just a little.
I don't think she'd ever do a thing like that.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think she'd have any reason to do a thing like that.
She better not, otherwise she won't get all her Christmas gifts.
Unless she wants some, the inheritance and what you're leaving.
I got lots of life insurance.
They always say follow the money.
Thanks. Just what I needed. Hi, good morning. You're on the radio.
You're worth more to me alive than you are dead.
Well, a huge sigh of relief.
Boy, I feel better now. Glad you called. Thanks for clarifying that.
Now Evan can go on with his day not being so scared.
Yeah, I can continue the show now. Wow. Okay.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've heard. HireAHitman.com?
Yeah, HireAHitman.com. That's the website.
Who in their right mind?
Yeah.
Think that's set up?
Well, it's Rent a Hitman. It's RentAHitman.com.
Whatever. Rent a Hitman, hire a hit. Who in their right mind?
There's a lot of ill-fated people.
Yeah.
A lot of greedy people.
Yeah.
That probably would do this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Guess they don't want to see their spouse around anymore. I highly do not endorse going to rentahitman.com.
No, and usually it is about the money.
Yeah.
They got big dollar signs in their eyes.
Yeah. Definitely.
Not enough love in their heart. Only loving those dollar signs.
I told Bonnie about our 32-pound bird yesterday.
Yeah, I think this is the biggest turkey we've gotten.
Yeah, I told her we're going to have to get a custom-made pan to cook this thing in because it's too damn wide.
I've never heard of a turkey being that big before.
Yeah,
I've never had a turkey that large,
well,
not even growing up with
maybe
Mom
we'll
and Dad.
invite you and Gary over for Christmas dinner this year.
Maybe you'll have to send some bird.
We could feed all the employees of WPSL and WSTU this
I
year.
have to step out momentarily because I'm going to lose suds.
Oh, okay.
I have to charge my computer.
Oh,
so I got to go get a little business cord.
Oh, okay. Go get your cord. Well, I talked to my wife on the air, but Bonnie stepped out to go get the power cord for her computer.
Gotcha.
So anyway, I'm going to continue to read the next stupid news story and maybe let you comment on it. There's a man charged with running a scam that cheated a woman out of more than $80,000. Missed a recent court date and was supposed to be rearrested. Now, the man's attorney told state's attorneys that he received a death certificate in the mail saying that his client died from complications of malaria in Congo. where he was, where he has family. So his attorney says that it's going to be impossible for his client, who's been dead for months. So how can you charge a man for running a scam that cheated a woman out of $80,000 when the guy's already dead? Guy got a notice in the mail to appear in court. How about that one, Bonnie?
Wow. So she is out $80,000.
She's out $80,000, and the guy's dead.
What did he do to scam her like this?
Don't know.
So he legitimately scammed her?
He legitimately scammed her. $80,000 is what he did. And he missed his court date. He got arrested. He got arrested. He was out on bail, and he got an order to appear in court, but he missed his court date. So he was supposed to be rearrested because he missed his court date, and the guy's attorney told the state attorney's office that the attorney got a death certificate in the mail saying that his client died from complications of malaria. So I guess...
What state was this?
This is in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Oh.
Yeah, this is in Congo.
I'm sure that things aren't that lawful either in the Congo. That's like a really dangerous place.
Well, here's the thing. He died, so now he doesn't have to go to court. So I guess the Lord sentenced him for what he did.
Could be.
And he paid the ultimate price.
That could very well be.
He got his own death sentence.
$80,000.
$80,000.
Who has $80,000 to scam from in the Congo?
Maybe she joined she used rentahitman.com.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Here's another story. A bunch of women were brawling outside a bar in Louisiana this past Friday, and the police had to break it up. It happened in the town of Houma, about 45 miles southwest of New Orleans. One of the women was a 36-year-old named Michelle Smith. And when one of the cops stepped in to stop the fight, Michelle latched onto him and bit off his ear. Yes, bit off his ear. According to police, she bit
another Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah, there you go. According to police, she bit off, quote, a large portion of his right ear and bit it completely off, and then she fled the scene with the ear in her mouth.
Was she drunk? I'm sure.
Last we heard, police were still looking for the lady. They issued a warrant for her arrest and plan to charge her with second-degree battery once they catch her. The police officer who was bitten was taken to the hospital. It's not clear if the doctors are able to
reattach
that part or not, because they can't get the digit back because the lady had it in her mouth and she ran.
Oh, how awful. Could you imagine being without your ear?
Yeah.
I would always be feeling the side of my head
yeah.
Gosh, where's my ear?
Like Rachel said, maybe they know Mike Tyson. Who knows? Anything's possible. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Anyway.
I don't understand people. I really don't.
Well, neither do I. There's people in my life that I still don't understand, that I don't even know why are on this face of the earth, but that's besides the point.
Mike Tyson likes to eat sweet ears of corn.
Oh, gosh.
He went to eating those.
I guess.
From human, besides human ears. Some sweet ears of corn.
Something of that sort. Anyway, we got to run. We got to get to news. Have a wonderful day. And if I remember, I'll take something up for dinner. If not, it'll just be potluck like we did last night.
Corn.
I did something last night. I just took out a couple of chicken breasts and we just I made myself. I baked a chicken breast last night, and I just put it between two pieces of bread, piece of cheese, mayonnaise, and made a chicken sandwich.
Sometimes that's all you need.
And Rachel had the other chicken breast. She put her own little whatever. She has this big, huge thing of breading, Italian seasoning. She put it on there, baked it in the oven, and she ate a chicken breast.
I do that with fish too. I'll make a fish fillet sandwich out of salmon, which is one of the healthiest things you can eat. But that between bread and lettuce and some mayonnaise, a little bit of provolone, and boy, you got yourself a good fish sandwich too.
There you go. Nothing like it. Remember Arthur Treacher's? Arthur Treacher's used to have great fish sandwiches.
I've heard of them, but I've never had them before. Did we ever have one here in Stewart?
I don't know. Rachel, do we ever have an Arthur Treacher's anywhere? Do you recall?
I've never even heard of them.
Oh, they're really good.
Is it? I wonder if that's like a New York thing or like a Upper East Coast sort of thing.
I'm not sure. Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips is what it was called.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was really good. That's like one of the few places I would go that I would eat a fish sandwich.
There's this new seafood place in Port St. Lucie where I want to go.
All right, what's it called?
It's called the Crab House or something like that. And it's on the corner of Port St. Lucie Boulevard and
Crab Leg Way.
St. Lucie West Boulevard.
Okay.
And it's in that place where, let's see, there was another restaurant in there. I think Johnny V's was in there at one time.
Oh, yes. Oh, man. Rachel and I used to love going to Johnny V's.
Yeah,
when it was in tradition.
They were good.
It was really good. And then he sold and he sold and he moved and he sold and now he's no longer around.
He served up some good sandwiches, too.
Oh, man, he had good Italian food.
I remember having like a bagel fish sandwich one time at Johnny V's.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing.
Mm-hmm. He had good food. Anyway, we got to run. Have a marvelous day at work. It's 7:45. On the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time to do news, and we're going to get right to the news and the headlines. It's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Bonnie standing by with the morning headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. A Fort Pierce man has died after his motorcycle collided with a pickup truck in Martin County early Monday, according to the Florida Highway Patrol. The motorcycle was driving east on Southwest Martin Highway around 6 a.m. near the intersection of Southwest 66th Avenue when the pickup attempted to make a U-turn in front of it. The motorcycle crashed into the front left side of the pickup. The 22-year-old rider died at the scene, FHP investigators said. The pickup driver, a 65-year-old Stewart man, stopped on the west side of the highway after the collision. FHP did not name those involved in the crash. Governor Ron DeSantis is calling for over $1 billion in gas tax relief. During a news conference in Daytona Beach, DeSantis proposed dropping the state gas tax during the next legislative session.
We're taking over 25 cents from Florida, and we'll basically zero that out for as long as we can and do over $1 billion. That's going to make a huge, huge deal.
The governor said, "We want to protect Floridians as much as we can against the inflation that we're seeing." Kyle Rittenhouse was spotted dining at a Florida restaurant Sunday, 2 days after he was acquitted of murder in Wisconsin. A photograph circulating on social media shows Rittenhouse seated at a table at Smokin' Jerry's Tiki Bar and Grill in Placida, about an hour northwest of Fort Myers. Florida Senator Joe Gruder's Sarasota, who is chairman of the Republican Party of Florida, told the Sarasota Herald Tribune that Rittenhouse was in the Sunshine State for an interview with Fox News host Tucker Carlson that was broadcast last night. Carlson has a home in Boca Grande. A unique experience was repeated for a Port St. Lucie Gwen Stefani fan. WPTV's Michelle Quesada has more.
Closing one chapter of his life.
I love you so much. This is actually a famous person down here.
Brandon Burford says he would have never gotten through grade school without Gwen Stefani.
We follow each other. I watch you grow into that. So proud of you.
When she pulled me up, that helped me through my whole school life. So I wanted to say thank you.
A once-in-a-lifetime moment for Brandon Burford. This story goes back 6 years when Gwen spotted Brandon's mom's sign at a concert in West Palm Beach.
My son was born from 1st to 5th grade. He would come home every day upset, and he'd go to his room, listen to your music, and smile. Get up here right now!
After that moment, Brandon would never be the same.
She helped me believe in myself. She made me feel more confident about myself. This was called The Sweet Escape.
On his worst days, Gwen's music would transform Brandon.
As soon as I turned it on, I felt better already.
With Gwen's advice,
and not to change for anybody,
Brandon graduated high school this year, his cap capturing Gwen's essence. And at her recent Las Vegas concert, Brandon grabbed her attention again.
So that's an example of someone that just said, "F you guys, look at what I
am." It was crazy. When I went up, I felt like I was dreaming. It did not feel real. And she's Gwen Stefani.
Back in Port St. Lucie, his room filled with memorabilia and all things Gwen.
That's her Las Vegas show called Just a Girl.
To keep reminding Brandon, long after high school, he's not just a boy, he's whatever he wants to be.
She changed your life.
Yep. A lot. Forever.
Michelle Quesada, WPTV News Channel 5.
A permanent memorial to Gabby Petito is now in place in Southwest Florida. A bench dedicated to the murdered 22-year-old sits near City Hall in Northport. That's where Petito lived with her fiancé, Brian Laundrie, before she was killed while the pair was on a cross-country trip. Well, lastly, the former Oklahoma zookeeper known as Tiger King, Joe Exotic, a prominent figure in a Netflix documentary series, has been transferred to a medical facility in North Carolina for federal inmates after a cancer diagnosis, according to his attorney. Joe Exotic, whose real name is Joseph Maldonado Passage, was flown on a plane to be transferred from a federal medical center in Fort Worth to a federal medical center in Butner, North Carolina, late Tuesday or early Wednesday, defense attorney John Phillips said in a statement. Phillips said Maldonado Passage told him that he had been diagnosed with prostate cancer and was getting medical treatment and tests for a host of issues. The Boston Celtics had forward Jaylen Brown back in the lineup for the first time in 2 weeks Monday against the Houston Rockets after he missed the prior 8 games with a right hamstring strain. Brown, who was on a minutes restriction, finished with 19 points on 6 of 13 shooting in the Celtics' 108-90 win. Also winning in the NBA yesterday were the Brooklyn Nets. Charlotte Hornets take a win, Atlanta Hawks, Indiana Pacers, Milwaukee winning last night, and so do the 76ers. News time at 7:51, and we'll have weather and traffic together next.
The first time I stepped into St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, I figured it would just be one of my many stops on my road to the perfect engagement ring. My fiancée means the world to me, so I wanted something extra special. I found a huge selection of engagement rings at great prices, and my worry about finding the perfect engagement ring was quickly replaced with exceptional customer service. St. Lucie Jewelry's over 400 5-star reviews really told the story. I finally picked a ring, and it was perfect. She was floored, and then the tears came.
Hi. This is Hawk Levy, owner of St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We're now celebrating 26 years, voted best diamond dealers, best jewelry buyers, and best jeweler year after year. Come celebrate with us in opening our 3rd location at 1335 St. Lucie West Boulevard. We invite you to take a tour of our competition, but then come see us last.
$7:52 is the time right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. Bonnie, what's going on outside?
Well, big things going on. A lot of activity to the north of us as there's a vehicle crash with injuries, and this is on I-95 southbound at mile marker 138 up in Fort Pierce. Accident on I-95 southbound. Now all of those southbound lanes are closed. It looks like there's even a rescue helicopter landing out there at the moment. So, yeah, a lot of activity. Southbound lanes in Fort Pierce are closed on I-95 this morning. There's another accident. This one is in Indiantown and with roadblock. It's a fatality at Southwest Indian Avenue and Southwest Warfield Boulevard in Indiantown this morning, and the roads are blocked too out in that area. Drive safely if you're heading out. There's your latest look at traffic. And it's nice and clear in 59 in Port St. Lucie this morning. In Playa del Carmen, Mexico, it's 70. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for temperatures this morning in the upper 50s to low 60s under mostly clear skies. This afternoon, highs in the low 70s, lots of sunshine, low humidity, and breezy winds. Tomorrow, morning temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, afternoon highs in the low 70s, partly sunny skies, and some fast-moving showers drifting in from offshore. For your Thanksgiving, a bit warmer in the morning with temperatures down to the low 60s, highs in the mid-70s, mainly dry with low humidity and a slim chance for an isolated shower.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
The professionals at Mark Breckville Certified Public Accountants are proud to sponsor Treasure Coast Solutions, a community service program designed to provide information you can use, a local perspective on national issues, local solutions to meet your individual concerns. At our firm, we believe that information is knowledge, and with knowledge comes the power to have a positive impact on our lives, businesses, schools, and community. If you would like one of our professionals to address your personal financial or business concerns, please give us a call to set up an appointment at 220-3380.
Are you an entrepreneur or business owner along the Treasure Coast? Well, then you should be tuning in to Small Biz Florida from the Florida Small Business Development Center at Indian River State College. Hi, I'm Tom Kinder, your host for Small Biz Florida. Entrepreneurs and business owners will learn how the Florida SBDC and IRSC can help you start, grow, and accelerate your business.
Monday mornings at 11 on WSTU 1450 and worldwide on WPFLTV.com.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
What are you waiting for? Call the Slim Body Laser Spa in Stewart today and start losing inches today. That's right, lose belly fat, your double chin, flabby thighs, upper arm fat. Well, you get the picture. In a short series of laser-assisted weight loss treatments, you can lose inches of unwanted fat. Call 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Lose weight, feel great, and look fantastic with a little help from Dr. Fred J. Rizacker of Slim Body Laser Spa, East Ocean Boulevard in Stewart. And they're online. Visit their website, slimbodylaser.com. In a few short treatments, you'll see results. Lose 3, 6, even 9 inches of unwanted belly fat. The wait is over. Call today, 223-5885. That's 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
When it comes to Medicare, it can be confusing and misleading. Sure, you can go to any particular company's presentation, but is that really the most effective way to go? Let my team look up your doctors, medications, and see whether an Advantage or a Medigap plan is more suitable. Call me, Denny Artachi, 561-537-5897, and let my team simplify and explain your choices. After all, it's your health we're talking about. 561-537-5897.
Today in Ag News from a Southeast AgNet brought to you by Pivot Bio, the only predictable form of nitrogen. Pivot Bio Proven 40. Predictable, productive, weatherproof. A better nitrogen, Pivot Bio Proven 40. Well, back in July of this year, an article written by Mark Hudson with the National Agricultural Statistics Service highlighted agriculture in the Sunshine State. And while he noted Florida's recognized signature crop is citrus, there are other significant commodities. This, of course, includes vegetables, where the state ranks 4th among all states in total vegetables harvested acres. Most of those crops are grown beginning in the fall under subtropical growing conditions. Hudson noted another significant industry is floriculture and bedding. Nursery, sod, food crops grown under glass or other protection, and mushroom crops. The 2017 Census of Agriculture showed that Florida ranked 2nd among all states with a value of sales totaling $1 billion. First in sod value of sales totaling $184 million. Of course, row crops are grown too. That includes peanuts, cotton, and corn. And Florida led the country in sugarcane production in 2017. Some 15.8 million tons of sugarcane were grown. When it comes to livestock production in Florida, over 21,000 operations were noted with cattle inventory. That totaled 1.6 million cattle and calves, 882,000 beef cows. To read more of this article, go to our website, southeastagnet.com.
For generations, we've worked the land. We've faced hardships and uncertainty before, but you can depend on Florida's farmers. We will continue to rise before dawn and harvest our crops, ensuring that Florida-grown fruits and vegetables are in your stores and that your family is fed. We are providers for our families and yours. We're Florida.
No hype, just facts. I'm Casey, and I invite you to tune into the Casey Ingram Show at my new time, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Hear from community leaders, learn about some of our great nonprofit organizations, get the latest updates from our elected officials, and meet the candidates. Even rock and roll legends have joined the show from time to time. I'm conservative but not divisive, bringing you the talk of the community. It is a fun and interesting hour beginning at 10 a.m. every Wednesday on WSTU AM 1450 and Facebook Live at The Casey Ingram Show.
So, have you heard this one? A priest and a rabbi come into this radio station. Really, it's a priest and a rabbi. Right here, Friday mornings beginning at 9. Here on WSTU, AM 1450. Bring your questions and join their lively conversation with Father Christian from St. Mary's Episcopal Church and Rabbi Matt Durbin from the Temple Beit Hayim. It's a priest and a rabbi. Friday mornings at 9 here on WSTU. You're listening to WSTU, Stewart.
Trying to pump gas prices down. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. President Biden's tapping into the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, which is typically used to deal with natural disasters or national security issues. The White House argues it's to deal with supply problems amid rising demand. Now, gas prices have leveled off the past 2 weeks, but are up $1.30 a gallon from last year. Republicans blame Biden policies for that and overall inflation at a 30-year high.
But the White House placing some blame for the inflation surge on corporate price gouging and ocean carriers. Now, as gas prices rise, the president's poll numbers plummet. Just 36% approve of the job he's doing in the latest Quinnipiac poll.
Fox's Griff Jenkins. Daryl Brooks is due in court today, facing homicide charges in Waukesha, Wisconsin, accused of driving through Sunday's Christmas parade, killing 5 people, injuring 48.
He was out on bail for a case for allegedly running over the mother of his child with the same vehicle allegedly used in the attack. Waukesha County District Attorney Susan Upper says she will set bail so high that Brooks will not be able to get out.
Fox's Mike Tobin in Waukesha. Closing arguments will resume later this hour in Georgia. In a high-profile murder trial, Fox's Evan Brown's on the case live.
Yeah, Dave, prosecutors in the Ahmaud Arbery shooting case will have their rebuttal this morning, and then the judge in Glenn County, Georgia, will read the jurors their instructions and send them out to deliberate. Gregory and Travis McMichael, a father and adult son, and their neighbor William Bryan, all 3 who are white, were charged with murdering Arbery, who was black, chasing him in their vehicles, and shooting him. The 3 are claiming self-defense, saying they believed Arbery had been trespassing and that he threatened them when confronted. Arbery was not armed, Dave.
Evan, a jury in Charlottesville, Virginia will deliberate a 3rd day in the case against white nationalists who were sued by victims of the Unite the Right rally that turned violent and deadly in 2017. America's listening to Fox News.
Hey, parents, here's some good news for America's future. Kids ages 5 to 11 are now eligible for a COVID vaccine. That means all those future CEOs and artists, the world-class chefs and sports stars, the engineers and the innovators, they're all eligible for a vaccine that can help protect their future. And it's specifically formulated just for them. Find vaccines near you at vaccines.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Big news from Simply Safe Home Security. Okay. Actually, I think the horns are too much. Yeah, that's better. Big news. The new wireless outdoor security camera is here. Yes, Simply Safe's award-winning home security just got even better, taking whole home protection to a whole new level. Okay, I'm missing the horns. Simply Safe is celebrating this new camera with 50% off a new system this week. Visit simplysafe.com.
Democrats are demanding more people testify and hand over documents as they investigate the January Capitol riots.
The House Select Committee has sent subpoenas to longtime ally of former President Trump, Roger Stone, and a controversial conspiracy theorist, Alex Jones. In addition, 3 other people accused of organizing rallies on that day have also been directed to tell what they know about how the riot came about. Committee Chairman Representative Benny Thompson says they need to know the origins behind the Capitol storming. Many of those subpoenaed are former Trump aides. One, Steve Bannon, has been indicted for contempt of Congress for refusing to participate in the process. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
Weeks after Nicholas Cruz pleaded guilty to murder in the high school massacre in Parkland, Florida, a settlement.
The families had sued over the FBI's failure to take action before the shooting. A tipster had told the Bureau that the eventual shooter, Nicholas Cruz, is violent, mentally unstable, and owns a large collection of firearms. On Valentine's Day 2018, Cruz walked into Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School and opened fire, killing 17 students and staffers and wounding many others. The settlement involves 16 of those families. Reuters reporting it will be roughly $130 million. Roger Stern, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are mixed like yesterday when the Dow rose a bit, but the Nasdaq plunged from a record high. A giant loss on Monday Night Football.
Giants only rushing three, all sorts of time. Touchdown, Tampa Bay, Mike Evans.
Tom Brady also threw another touchdown pass, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 30-10 win over the New York Giants on ESPN. In the NHL, the Ottawa Senators returned to the ice after being benched for a week by a COVID outbreak that postponed 3 games, but Ottawa lost to Colorado 7-5. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
As a family-owned business for over 15 years, Crown Car Care's top priority is to build relationships with customers while keeping their vehicles safe and dependable. Fixing your car right the first time is their passion and mission. Crown has the skilled master mechanics and business know-how that will put a smile on your face without putting a dent in your wallet. Call Crown Car Care for the finest in automotive service and repair at 772-781-8000. 2 locations to serve you, Martin Highway in Palm City and Cove Road in Stewart, 772-781-8000.
Save the date for the return of Santa Paws Holiday Pooch Plunge, presented by Apex Pavers and Pools on Saturday, December 4th from 10 to 1 to benefit the Humane Society of the Treasure Coast. Our local Humane Society invites dogs of all sizes to join us for a doggy open swim at Sailfish Splash Water Park. Your $10 registration also includes selfies with Santas and a 50-50 raffle. Registration opens the morning of the event at 9:30 or buy your tickets in advance at hstc1.org.
Hi, this is Denny Artachi, your host. When is the last time you did a checkup for your retirement plans? Are you getting enough income? How about minimizing taxes? And what's the plan in case you get sick? When is the last time you looked at your life insurance? You might be able to get better coverage with more benefits. So give me a call, 561-537-5897. That's 561-537-5897. Advisory services offered through Blackridge Asset Management, a registered investment advisor. Securities offered through Peak Bridge Brokerage Services, LLC. Blackridge Asset Management is a separate and independent entity from Peak Brokerage Services, LLC, member FINRA SIPC.
Coming to you live from Stewart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. Hour number 3 for you and me this morning.
Trust me, you're going to love this.
I know I'm going to love this.
I need you to get my underwear out of my butt.
I'm sorry, but I don't do things like that. This is a family show.
Oh, no. How will we ever get back to Bikini Bottom now?
I don't know. I guess maybe try to use a GPS, SpongeBob. Anything is possible. It's 8:07.
It's now 8:07 a.m.
Oh, yeah. 8:07 on the Get Up and Go show. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and future law enforcement officials out there, it's time for our weekly visit with the Martin County Sheriff's Office. And who better to have on than Chief Deputy, whichever way you want to say it, it's all the same. Same amount of stripes on the uniform. John Budensiek's with us. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Evan. How are you?
I'm great. How are you? Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Same to you. A couple days early. Is Bonnie in there?
Yes. Good morning.
She's right here.
Good morning, Chief.
No, I just keep her locked up in the closet and let her out every now and then.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you also. I just didn't hear your voice.
She's right here.
Yeah, just kind of like hanging out here.
She's hanging out. You know, we're just kind of, being silly and having a good time.
I thought I might have needed your services this morning.
Yeah, she had an incident happen. In fact, you know what? This is a great... I want to start off before we get to talking about what we talk about, and Bonnie, this is something great that I think listeners should know, because you experienced something this morning that put you in a little bit of a I don't want to say a scary situation, but a very uncomfortable situation.
A little bit uncomfortable. Well, it happens from time to time, where you pull up to an intersection. And this time I was at the intersection of Port St. Lucie Boulevard and US 1 this morning, about to turn right in my lane. A gentleman was in his right lane, and we're both turning right onto US 1. You get that little smile from a fella once in a while, which is harmless. So you smile back, and it should be harmless. But he seemed to kind of like ride an uncomfortable amount of time on US 1 all the way here to the radio station this morning, kind of like neck and neck with me, you could say.
Right.
And keeping smiling. And then when I turned left, he was a little bit ahead of me, so he also turned left on another street that was perpendicular to this one. So it just kind of made me a little bit nervous. But, like that harmless smile, usually it doesn't kind of like come to that. But Evan kind of gave me good advice on maybe what you should do in that sort of situation sometime. And Evan, your advice?
I said I told her to call 911.
Yeah, absolutely. And too, that's a long way to drive from Port St. Lucie Boulevard all the way down into Stewart. There are a lot of lit, busy gas stations that you could just pull into, and if that person pulls in behind you, then that they're really following you. But at least it would break that. At least they would know where you pulled in to go to work this morning.
And it was almost to a point where I was relieved to see a green light when I was traveling US 1, just so I wouldn't have to be at the stoplight, being next to him. Like when the light turned green, I was kind of like relieved that it did turn green, so I could keep traveling and he could keep traveling. It was that sort of deal. But anyway.
Well, we are always available, so if you get a creepy scenario like that, absolutely call. We can come out and just stop people and talk to them and kind of see what they're about.
Yeah, and like John said, he brought up a really good point. There's a lot of gas stations that are open at that time of the morning. Find a gas station that's open, that's lit, and just pull into it to break your pattern of the way you're traveling.
Yeah.
So they don't follow you to your job.
That's a safe place to go where the gas stations are lit up. Heck, sometimes I've seen people sleeping at gas stations early in the morning, which I find strange too. But I wonder if those people are just kind of like feeling safe right there, and maybe they've been traveling and they need a nap.
They could have been traveling a lot. They needed a nap or something like that. But anyway, there's your, you got two great points of advice, 911 and pull into a lit gas station.
Yeah.
So now you know for next time.
Yeah. Good for ladies and gentlemen to know.
Definitely so. Yeah. Definitely so. So let's talk a little bit about traffic right off the bat. Traffic is definitely going to be increasing because the holidays are here.
Yes, traffic has already increased. During COVID, a lot of people either came to Florida and never went back to their winter homes, or people moved into Florida, which we know that's happened. There's a lot of traffic on the streets right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you and I talked, it's been a couple of weeks about motorcycle fatalities and just all the traffic-related issues. Well, in the last week, going into Thanksgiving, we've had 3 fatalities. Our units are currently on scene in Indiantown right now working a fatality.
Yeah.
Where one's deceased and a couple were flown down into St. Mary's Hospital. Hopefully they'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Officer, Chief Budensiek, that's a bad one, and there's a pretty bad one up on I-95 in Fort Pierce right now. And those southbound lanes up that way are blocked, and they even have a helicopter coming in.
Yep.
So yeah.
It's not just us. You're right. It is the season. And, you think about these poor people's holidays, their families, it's turned upside down. Everything's changed.
Yeah.
So, in your commute, be vigilant and be patient and realize that there's a lot of people on the road right now. And these are early morning crashes. These are not likely to be alcohol or drug-related crashes. They're just crashes due to an accident.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to simplify it that much, but certainly life-changing for everyone involved.
Yeah, Port St. Lucie police just had something that happened, I read, where an officer saw a female behind the wheel of a car passed out or asleep, and then the vehicle started to move, and he jumped out of the car and managed to throw the car in park before it actually crossed the intersection into somebody else to find out the girl was under the influence.
Right. So, ironically, we had not the same scenario where an officer jumped in the car, but we had one yesterday, asleep at the wheel, overdosing in traffic.
Jeez.
So,
wow.
You know, you have that component, but just the amount of the volume alone is, you know, we're in a busy place, so we have to be extra vigilant. I know we're distracted right now. It's holidays. Everybody's moving and shaking, and that's great. We like it, but just be aware that you know, things can change quickly if we're not careful.
It is busy. I find that to be true too when I'm on like St. Lucie West Boulevard, you know, around 4 or 5 in the evening, particularly now when there's that back-to-back traffic. You know, often you kind of find yourself not dozing off, but maybe daydreaming a little, where there's brake lights in front of you. Now these brake lights are right in front of you, and then before you know it, it could be too late. So it's like a great time, always a great time, though, to be alert, I think.
Well, 3 fatalities in a week is a lot for us. You know, we get 30 to 35 a year, so 3 in 1 week is alarming to us.
Yeah.
So we're just throwing that caution out there. Like I said, be careful and pay attention to what you're doing. Be a defensive driver, not just a good driver.
Yeah, definitely agree. Christmas parades, they are going to be happening. Boy, are they going to be happening this year, getting back to some sort of normality. And I wanted to go over some of the plans that the Martin County Sheriff's Office has to keep the local parades safe, especially with that incident that just happened up from your hometown, up where you're from, up in Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Yes, we're excited about the parades. Last year we couldn't do them. It was a big letdown for us, so we are excited about them. But with that, you know, years ago, it's been maybe 5 years ago, and we thought maybe the community would think we were overreaching, but we put armored car out there and SWAT guys and gal walking the parade route just to make sure there was no active shooters or incidents like that. And now you see what happened in Wisconsin, where this act of terrorism really is what that looks like it is. They drove through a crowd. That is something we are concerned about and have been concerned about, especially with how porous our parade routes are. The long runs in the parade route, we have a pretty good plan to block them off so a car can't accelerate and drive through. It's the side streets that, you know, we're going to work hard on, and we would encourage our parade goers to be vigilant about the little side streets that we have a hard time covering. But that's a collective effort. We're going to do our part to try to ensure as much safety as we can. The community has to be aware also of things going on around them. That's, like I said, a collective effort where we'll work hard at it. And we are concerned about it. We want anything that happens in Martin County to be a good, fun, safe family event.
Did you happen to watch any of that video of the looked like a red Ford Escape barreling down in the parade route?
No, I just read the commentaries on that.
The video is very compelling. I scoured the internet last night and I came across a couple of different angles that were unedited, where they didn't blotch anything out. And the one that's very disturbing to me is the speed that this Ford Escape came barreling down and literally came within inches of this little girl that had her back to the parade route.
Like a 3-year-old?
Yeah, she had a
girl.
pink jacket on. Yeah. That's just very disturbing to see that.
Right. Oof.
It is, and that's a small vehicle. You see over in the Middle East where they do this a lot more than they do in the United States with bigger cars, bigger trucks.
Yeah.
So that is a concern of ours. We will do our best to try to ensure that we're safe. But again, it's a collective effort. We all have to stay vigilant and not just take for granted that the cops are here. There was police officers right there on the street.
Yeah.
In Wisconsin. The only parade route that I've ever been in that was almost completely foolproof was when we worked up in Washington, D.C. at the inauguration. Law enforcement stood shoulder to shoulder for over a mile and a half, 2 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't do that, obviously, but that was the only parade route where I really felt like somebody couldn't get in there at all. Otherwise, you know how parades are. There's people coming and going all around, and you want that. People should be able to come and go freely and enjoy the settings. So it's a balance of public safety and people being able to go out and enjoy the freedoms that they deserve.
Yeah, agreed. Totally agreed. Let's running out of time here. I didn't realize how quick time goes by. Let's touch a little bit on the Black Friday, which is, of course, coming up day after Thanksgiving, but it's pretty much started online. It's been going on for a while, but actually there is going to be physical Black Friday shopping. Touch upon a little bit of Black Friday safety for our listeners out there.
Yes, so that kicks us into our theft and fraud time of the year. These criminals take advantage of our wives going out to the store and leaving purses in a shopping cart or carrying too much cash. Our message is just be vigilant. Don't take cash, unnecessary cash. In fact, if you can do your shopping on a debit card, that's preferable. Don't leave items in your car outside, parked where people can just look in and see them and smash your window out and grab them. Put them in the trunk. Try to secure them. Anything of value, put them in the trunk, or keep them out of view from somebody looking from the outside in. And then as you're shopping, shop with a minimal amount of money or things that would be enticing to a thief. That creates all kinds of havoc. When they get your wallet, they get your ID, they get your credit, your debit cards.
Mm-hmm.
They go right down the street. They not only get your cash, but a lot of them go right down the street and start using your credit and debit cards. It wreaks all kinds of unnecessary havoc.
Yeah, I totally agree with you 100%. 100%. Mm-hmm. That's Chief Deputy John Budensiek. He's with the Martin County Sheriff's Office. He's always on the program each and every week when the sheriff cannot make his appointment. And, of course, the other young lady, Miss Kukovka, she heads up another division in the Martin County Sheriff's Office, and she also always brings some really
she's delightful,
valuable information for us as well. John, always a pleasure. I want to wish you and your lovely wife and your entire family and all the law enforcement officers a very happy Thanksgiving. And please, we thank each and every one of you for your service to this wonderful community of Martin County.
Well, we enjoy doing it. Happy Thanksgiving to you all and your listeners. Y'all have a great week.
Have a great week, John. We'll talk to you real soon. It's time for the Precious Metals Report. It's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Gold opening up at $1,791.30 an ounce. Silver opening up at $23.64 an ounce. That's the Precious Metals Report. It's brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin.
The first time I stepped into St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, I figured it would just be one of my many stops on my road to the perfect engagement ring. My fiancée means the world to me, so I wanted something extra special. I found a huge selection of engagement rings at great prices, and my worry about finding the perfect engagement ring was quickly replaced with exceptional customer service. St. Lucie Jewelry's over 400 5-star reviews really told the story. I finally picked a ring, and it was perfect. She was floored. And then the tears came.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy, owner of St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We're now celebrating 26 years. Voted best diamond dealers, best jewelry buyers, and best jeweler year after year. Come celebrate with us in opening our third location at 1335 St. Lucie West Boulevard. We invite you to take a tour of our competition, but then come see us last.
8:23 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for news. Let's go right to the news desk. Bonnie's standing by. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning to you, Evan. A local free ambulance service in Port St. Lucie said it was in its 11th hour, just about to have to shut down for good. And WPTV's Megan McRoberts with the story.
These are the four-wheel walkers.
Donations are at the heart of the Port St. Lucie Volunteer Ambulance Service.
The regular walkers.
From the wheelchairs and crutches given to customers at no cost, to money raised to cover gas, maintenance, and operations for the ambulance and transport services.
Keeping a diesel out running, going to and from, it's just too expensive.
The rig and services have been paused since mid-August. COVID hit their donation pool. Rising gas prices aren't helping. And this month, Chief Tina Vasquez said they were preparing to pull the plug completely, closing up a more than 40-year-old service.
What will it take to get you started back?
That is until local pizza shop owner Scott Van Duzer told Tony DeFrancesco about the ambulance service's struggles. Tony owns Tri-County Enterprises in Fort Pierce and had means to help.
And he asked me to come over and talk to you and help you get started over.
Tina not having to see much to convince DeFrancesco to chip in. Monday, he handed her a $5,000 check.
Here you go, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
With a promise to remain a source of support for the coming months.
And we're going to see what we can do to get some more donations to them.
DeFrancesco has seen the need for a service like this.
Had to transport my mother back from the St. Lucie Medical Center to her house. So that just kind of hit home.
And now Vasquez says they will immediately be able to start helping about 10 to 15 regular patients again, who otherwise didn't have the means to pay for the service elsewhere, provided here for free.
Today was absolutely amazing.
Megan McRoberts, WPTV, News Channel 5.
More than a dozen families of victims of the Parkland school massacre have reached a settlement with the Justice Department. The families sued the department and the FBI for not acting on tips warning about the shooter who took the lives of 17 people at Stoneman Douglas High in 2018. A permanent memorial to Gabby Petito is now in place in Southwest Florida. A bench dedicated to the murdered 22-year-old sits near City Hall in Northport. That's where Petito lived with her fiancé, Brian Laundrie, before she was killed while the pair was on a cross-country trip. A unique experience was repeated for a Port St. Lucie Gwen Stefani fan, and WPTV's Michelle Quesada has more.
One chapter of his life.
I love you so much. This is actually a famous person down here.
Brandon Burford says he would have never gotten through grade school without Gwen Stefani.
We follow each other. I watched you grow into that. So proud of you.
When she pulled me up, that helped me through my whole school life. So I wanted to say thank you.
A once-in-a-lifetime moment for Brandon Burford. This story goes back 6 years when Gwen spotted Brandon's mom's sign at a concert in West Palm Beach.
My son was born from 1st to 5th grade. He would come home every day upset, but he'd go to his room, listen to your music, and smile. Get up here right now!
After that moment, Brandon would never be the same.
She helped me believe in myself. She made me feel more confident about myself. This was called The Sweet Escape.
On his worst days, Gwen's music would transform Brandon.
As soon as I turned it on, I felt better already.
With Gwen's advice,
and not to change for anybody,
Brandon graduated high school this year, his cap capturing Gwen's essence. And at her recent Las Vegas concert, Brandon grabbed her attention again.
That's an example of someone that just said, "F you guys, look at what I
am." It was crazy. When I went up, I felt like I was dreaming. It did not feel real. And she's Gwen Stefani.
Back in Port St. Lucie, his room filled with memorabilia and all things Gwen.
That's her Las Vegas show called Just a Girl.
To keep reminding Brandon, long after high school, he's not just a boy, he's whatever he wants to be.
She changed your life.
Yep. A lot. Forever.
Michelle Quesada, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Well, lastly, the U.S. Coast Guard is celebrating a huge Thanksgiving haul as $504 million worth of illegal drugs was offloaded yesterday at Port Everglades. About 26,000 pounds of cocaine and 3,700 pounds of marijuana were picked up from multiple Eastern Pacific Ocean interceptions. In Monday Night Football action in the NFL, the Tampa Bucks defeat the New York Giants, winning last night 30-10. And Cleveland Browns fans booed Baker Mayfield multiple times in the second half of Sunday's 13-10 victory over the winless Detroit Lions. Mayfield's reaction to it? Those are probably the same fans that won't be quiet while we're on offense and trying to operate, the Cleveland quarterback said Monday, so don't really care. Mayfield declined to speak to reporters after a game in which he posted a QBR of 8.6, the third worst QBR performance of his career. Our news time at 8:28. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
The professionals at Mark Brechtel Certified Public Accountants are proud to sponsor Treasure Coast Solutions, a community service program designed to provide information you can use, a local perspective on national issues, local solutions to meet your individual concerns. At our firm, we believe that information is knowledge, and with knowledge comes the power to have a positive impact on our lives, businesses, schools, and community. If you would like one of our professionals to address your personal financial or business concerns, please give us a call to set up an appointment at 220-3380.
8:29 is the time on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. Bonnie?
Yes, Evan, we do see that fatality. It's in Indiantown, and an accident at Southwest Indian Avenue and Southwest Warfield Boulevard in Indiantown, and the road is blocked out in that area. Definitely a traffic jam right there. Up to the north of us, a vehicle crash with injuries is what we're seeing. This is on I-95 southbound in Fort Pierce at mile marker 138. Once again, I-95 southbound, we had all of those southbound lanes being shut. Now it looks like at least the left lane has opened. But definitely some backup too up in that area. If you see something, say something, tell us at 220-9788, 220-WSTU. 59 degrees in Palm City this morning, and in Germantown, Maryland, chilly bones 29. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for temperatures this morning in the upper 50s to low 60s under mostly clear skies. This afternoon, highs in the low 70s, lots of sunshine, low humidity, and breezy winds. Tomorrow, morning temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, afternoon highs in the low 70s, partly sunny skies, and some fast-moving showers drifting in from offshore. For your Thanksgiving, a bit warmer in the morning with temperatures down to the low 60s, highs in the mid-70s, mainly dry with low humidity and a slim chance for an isolated shower.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Insurance Group. We are a local independent insurance agency located right here on the Treasure Coast. I've been a resident here for 34 years and have helped thousands of clients with their insurance planning needs. We specialize in life, health, and Medicare insurance planning. Don't travel the road alone. Let us be your guide. We are the Owen Insurance Group. Contact us today at 772-210-1020 or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.net.
Professional wrestling returns to the Treasure Coast at the Mid-Florida Event Center in Port St. Lucie as Coastal Championship Wrestling presents Breaking Chains, featuring The Bus, Big English, and the main event will feature Moose, Impact Wrestling's heavyweight champion. This event is also a fundraiser for St. Lucie West Centennial High School's wrestling team. So come out to the Mid-Florida Event Center, US 1, Port St. Lucie, December 3rd, bell time 8 p.m. For tickets, call 772-302-6539.
For more than 30 years, European Kitchen & Bath has been providing the highest quality kitchen and bath products to their customers on the Treasure Coast. Designer fixtures and quality products at affordable prices. So whatever you need, a new sink and faucet to upgrade your current kitchen or bath, or if you're planning a full 100% makeover, European Kitchen & Bath will help you from start to finish. European Kitchen & Bath, serving the entire Treasure Coast. Visit their website, EuropeanSink.com.
If you need a new roof,
You want a reputable, reliable roofing company to install your new roof. Brilliant Roofing has an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. We've been in business for over 15 years, and we're local to the Treasure Coast. We are quick, on time, and never leave your place a mess. All materials we use are top quality and made in the USA. We are trained, certified experts. Give Brilliant Roofing a call today for a free estimate. 772-485-0260. That's 772-485-0260.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
8:34. Starbase time on the SS Segal. Speaking of SS Segal, it's time for the captain of the ship himself, Captain Randy Segal, with today's space report. Good morning, Captain.
Good morning, Admiral. How are you today?
Fantastic. Getting ready for Turkey Day. And you?
Same thing.
All right. Are you going to be here on Turkey Day, or are you going to take the day off?
No, I'd be here.
Okay. No problem.
Good. Well, it was 1983 that we saw the end of a mission to the Russian Soyuz space station. Two cosmonauts, Vladimir Lebenkov and Alexander Alexandrov, ended a 149-day mission into space. In 2002, we saw the launch of the STS Shuttle 113. That was a crew that was launched to extend the P-1 truss on the International Space Station, and it was the last flight of Endeavour before it entered a major upgrade, adding a glass cockpit to that particular vehicle. In 2014, we saw the launch of the Soyuz TMA-15M spacecraft that carried cosmonaut Alexandrov, who is going back into space, Krista Fiorte from the European Space Agency is going back into space, and Terry Virts. So we've seen the crew being recycled except for Virts. And then in 2015, we had the first vertical landing of a spacecraft that would carry astronauts into space, a la Bette suborbital flight. The New Shepard vehicle carried a capsule which had a dummy astronaut on board and launched it into space. And then that first stage, the New Shepard without the capsule, did the first vertical landing back on Earth. It comes at a very interesting time because when we talk about vertical landings, we also find out that now Blue Origin has announced the next crew to fly on a Blue Origin suborbital flight on December the 9th. And the guests that are going on board will be, get ready for this, Good Morning America co-anchor Michael Strahan. And he will be joining Laura Shepard Churchley, who is the eldest daughter of Alan Shepard. As you know, the first American astronaut to fly into space. There'll also be 4 paying customers. Space industry executive and philanthropist Dylan Tyler, investor Evan Dick of Best Ventures founder Lance Best, and Cameron Best. Lance and Cameron will become the first parent and child pair to fly into space. So once again, big bangs for the bucks for Blue Origin. On board the International Space Station, the crew continues the countdown towards the launch of the Preachel module that'll be headed for the International Space Station tomorrow at 8:06 a.m. in the morning. It'll automatically dock on Friday at 10:26 a.m. to the Nayuka module that's already at the space station. Cosmonauts Anton Sheplerev and Pietro Dubrov spent Monday training for the arrival of the Preachel module. Should the automatic docking not work properly, they're trained to use the Russian Turu system, which allows them to robotically bring in the spacecraft to a docking with the other parts of the station. Raja Shari and Kayla Barron studied how the central nervous system adapts to microgravity. Mark Vanderhee worked on a pair of space physics experiments, and he also serviced the electrostatic levitation furnace, which enables safe research of thermal physical properties of high-temperature materials and weightlessness. Meanwhile, flight engineers Thomas Marshburn and Matthias Hamar from the European Space Agency worked throughout the day on a variety of robotics and maintenance activities taking place. We're getting ready for SpaceX to gear up in January or February and launch the world's largest rocket. It'll be larger than the Saturn V rocket was, and it will allow SpaceX, using its Raptor engines, to reach space that it hasn't done before. The hope is that the Raptor engines will guide the Starship 3/4 of the way around the world, where it will land off the coast of Hawaii and be recovered. Eventually, these vehicles will land back on land, but this will be a major milestone for SpaceX. Speaking about SpaceX and Elon Musk, there were some major leadership changes that took place for SpaceX. The leadership changes were the following. SpaceX Vice President of Propulsion, Will Halsley, has left the company. Lee Rosen, SpaceX Vice President of Mission and Launch Operations, left last week. He was with the company since 2013. There are other leadership and management changes that Elon Musk is putting in place as he moves further towards a routine of flying the various engines. Halsley, whose departure was kind of predetermined because Elon Musk felt that the Raptor engine was not developing enough and fast enough, and it was Halsley's responsibility to see that happen. So he has been removed. The docking of the Progress to the Perchel module is well underway as we get ready for the launch to take place of the Perchel module on the 24th, tomorrow. So we should see a liftoff taking place in the early hours. Russia has also indicated that Commander Alexander Mirzurkin, along with the two spaceflight participants, Start Today Corporation President Yosuke Meziawa and his personal assistant Yozo Hirano, have passed their exams along with the backup astronaut Alexander Shvortsov and Sue Agasso. Launch for that mission is scheduled for December the 8th. And we also know that the Mandalorian Star Wars figure, Baby Yoda, will be the weightlessness indicator. Tomorrow we'll tell you about a U.S. space plane and problems with Sierra Space moving forward. So until tomorrow, have a great day, everybody.
That's Captain Randy Segal with the Space Report. He's on the program each and every weekday at this time. Time to head on over to Ellie's Downtown Deli, where Bonnie is standing by with some of the greatest things. I was over there yesterday, and man, they are so busy. In fact, Chef Mark is going to be joining us Thursday with some great tips for our listeners.
Turkey tips, right?
That's right.
From Chef Mark, they gotta be good.
Yes, sir.
And with 2 days, Evan, before Thanksgiving, you know, I really like to eat light these 2 days before the occasion. And maybe keep it lighter today from Chef Mark and order a buffalo chicken Caesar salad. It comes with fresh romaine topped with oven-roasted chicken, tossed in buffalo sauce, chopped celery, Parmesan cheese. You get gorgonzola cheese on this, tomatoes, red onions, and croutons with your choice of a dressing, too. And homemade desserts like gourmet brownies, Oreo pie, make it peanut butter pie. Ellie's Downtown Deli has a full menu for takeout plus their fabulous desserts as well. They have a full-service deli with dining inside and out. Have them cater your next event. Call 772-781-6605 to order and pick up today. They're at 18 Southeast 6th Street, just off Colorado in Stuart. Call 772-781-6605. Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stuart.
8:43 news time brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Bonnie standing by with the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning to you once again. Governor Ron DeSantis is calling for over $1 billion in gas tax relief. During a news conference in Daytona Beach, DeSantis proposed dropping the state gas tax during the next legislative session.
You know, we're taking over 25 cents from Florida, and we'll basically zero that out for as long as we can and do over $1 billion. That's going to make a huge, huge deal.
The governor said, we want to protect Floridians as much as we can against the inflation that we're seeing. 'Tis the season not to get ripped off, says Florida Attorney General Ashley Moody.
Use a credit card rather than a debit card. Make sure to keep any receipts that will match your purchases so you can reconcile those when you get your bill to see if there has been illicit activity.
Moody is talking up her agency's 2021 Holiday Consumer Protection Guide. It's free and available at myfloridalegal.com. In Port St. Lucie, a local free ambulance service said it was in its 11th hour, just about to have to shut down for good. And WPTV's Megan McRoberts with the story.
These are the four-wheel walkers.
Donations are at the heart of the Port St. Lucie Volunteer Ambulance Service.
The regular walkers.
From the wheelchairs and crutches given to customers at no cost, to money raised to cover gas, maintenance, and operations for the ambulance and transport services.
Keeping a diesel out running, going to and from, it's just too expensive.
The rig and services have been paused since mid-August. COVID hit their donation pool. Rising gas prices aren't helping. And this month, Chief Tina Vasquez said they were preparing to pull the plug completely, closing up a more than 40-year-old service.
What will it take to get you started back?
That is until local pizza shop owner Scott Van Duzer told Tony DeFrancesco about the ambulance service's struggles. Tony owns Tri-County Enterprises in Fort Pierce and had means to help.
And he asked me to come over and talk to you and help you get started over.
Tina not having to see much to convince DeFrancesco to chip in. Monday, he handed her a $5,000 check.
Here you go, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
With a promise to remain a source of support for the coming months.
And we're going to see what we can do to get some more donations to them.
DeFrancesco has seen the need for a service like this.
Had to transport my mother back from the St. Lucie Medical Center to her house. So that just kind of hit home.
And now Vasquez says they will immediately be able to start helping about 10 to 15 regular patients again, who otherwise didn't have the means to pay for the service elsewhere, provided here for free.
Today was absolutely amazing.
Megan McRoberts, WPTV, News Channel 5.
A Fort Pierce man has died after his motorcycle collided with a pickup truck in Martin County early Monday, according to Florida Highway Patrol. The motorcycle was driving east on Southwest Martin Highway around 6 a.m. near the intersection of Southwest 66th Avenue when the pickup attempted to make a U-turn in front of it. The motorcycle crashed into the front left side of the pickup. The 22-year-old rider died at the scene, FHP investigators said. The pickup driver, a 65-year-old Stewart man, stopped on the west side of the highway after the collision. FHP did not name those involved in the crash. Kyle Rittenhouse was spotted dining at a Florida restaurant Sunday, 2 days after he was acquitted of murder in Wisconsin. A photograph circulating on social media showing Rittenhouse seated at a table at Smokin' Jerry's Tiki Bar and Grill in Placida, about an hour northwest of Fort Myers. Florida Senator Joe Gruters of Sarasota, who is chairman of the Republican Party of Florida, told the Sarasota Herald-Tribune that Rittenhouse was in the Sunshine State for an interview with Fox News host Tucker Carlson that was broadcast last night. Carlson has a home in Boca Grande. And lastly, more than a dozen families of victims of the Parkland school massacre have reached a settlement with the Justice Department. The families sued the department and the FBI for not acting on tips warning about the shooter, who took the lives of 17 people at Stoneman Douglas High in 2018. Tiger Woods. He's making strides after his car wreck. On Sunday, the golf pro tweeted a 3-second video that showed him hitting a golf ball while pivoting on his injured leg. It was the first time golf fans had seen Woods since last year's Masters to see him on a course. The 15-time major winner was injured in a single-vehicle car crash back in February. Woods shattered bones in his lower right leg, ankle, and foot. According to the Associated Press, Woods has been in Florida recovering. News time is 8:48, and we'll have weather and traffic together for you next.
The first time I stepped into St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, I figured it would just be one of my many stops on my road to the perfect engagement ring. My fiancée means the world to me, so I wanted something extra special. I found a huge selection of engagement rings at great prices, and my worry about finding the perfect engagement ring was quickly replaced with exceptional customer service. St. Lucie Jewelry's over 400 5-star reviews really told the story. I finally picked a ring, and it was perfect. She was floored, and then the tears came.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy, owner of St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We're now celebrating 26 years, voted best diamond dealers, best jewelry buyers, and best jeweler year after year. Come celebrate with us in opening our third location at 1335 St. Lucie West Boulevard. We invite you to take a tour of our competition, but then come see us last.
$8:50 is the time right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. Bonnie, let's take a final peek outside.
Yep, Indiantown, we did see that fatality this morning, so the roads have been blocked in the Indiantown area where Warfield Boulevard is, so plenty of activity, plenty of slowdown in Indiantown due to that fatality this morning. Up in Fort Pierce on I-95 southbound at mile marker 138, we've seen an accident this morning with some tie-up in that area. At one point, all of the southbound lanes had been blocked. Right now, at least it appears that the left lane is open. But still, if you're heading up that way, still expect to see a lot of activity. And there's your latest look at traffic. 59 in Palm City this morning, and it's 45 under a clear sky in Irving, Texas. Here's more on our forecast at WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for temperatures this morning in the upper 50s to low 60s under mostly clear skies. This afternoon, highs in the low 70s, lots of sunshine, low humidity, and breezy winds. Tomorrow, morning temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, afternoon highs in the low 70s, partly sunny skies, and some fast-moving showers drifting in from offshore. For your Thanksgiving, a bit warmer in the morning with temperatures down to the low 60s, highs in the mid-70s, mainly dry with low humidity and a slim chance for an isolated shower.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
The professionals at Mark Breckville Certified Public Accountants are proud to sponsor Treasure Coast Solutions, a community service program designed to provide information you can use, a local perspective on national issues, local solutions to meet your individual concerns. At our firm, we believe that information is knowledge, and with knowledge comes the power to have a positive impact on our lives, businesses, schools, and community. If you would like one of our professionals to address your personal financial or business concerns, please give us a call to set up an appointment at 220-3380.
What is your quality of life? The Owen Insurance Group plans on improving it on our Quality of Life radio show Tuesday mornings at 10 on both WPSL and WSTU. Hi, I'm Gary Owen of the Owen Insurance Group. Along with Tom Bouvier, we'll help you on the road of life and make it a better one. Don't forget the Quality of Life radio show Tuesdays at 10 on WPSL and WSTU on TuneIn and Alexa.
The tradition of champions is continuing here at IRSC. Hi, I'm AJ Kajus, the sophomore point guard on the Indian River 2021 men's basketball team. My Pioneer teammates and I have one goal, and that's to win the Southern Conference Championship for the third year in a row. It is also our goal to give Coach Wilson a fifth consecutive 20-win season. Come see us in the gym on the main campus. The tradition of champions continues. Go River.
Port St. Lucie High School Drama Department is back. And pleased to present Mamma Mia, January 27th through February 6th, 2022. Over 60 million people from around the globe have fallen in love with the characters, the enchanting story, and ABBA's timeless music, which makes Mamma Mia the ultimate feel-good show. Tickets for this hilarious jukebox musical are on sale. There will be 12 big performances at the Port St. Lucie High School Auditorium, and those include matinee and evening performances. Port St. Lucie High School has long been known for the professional productions of classic musicals, and Mamma Mia is no exception, featuring a cast of 40 performers in a live orchestra. This high-energy extravaganza will have audiences dancing in the aisles. Tickets are $20 and can be purchased from Joy's Ice Cream in Fort Pierce, Port St. Lucie High School office, Perkins Restaurant in Port St. Lucie, Vivid Salon in St. Lucie West, and Honey Baked Ham in Stewart. Don't miss Mamma Mia.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
I just had to do this. I just had to do this, Bonnie. I had to start early. You know, because after Thanksgiving we start, so let's do it now.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
I just got, like, goosebumps. I don't know about you.
Yeah. I like to hear that one, and I like to hear that Nutcracker theme every year, too.
Yeah.
With the piano and just those kind of holiday classics that get you in the spirit
Yeah, they really
of things.
do. They really do. Hi, good morning. You're on the radio.
You know, you talked that up perfectly.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the radio DJ side of myself, and of course, Bonnie used to be a radio show host on a music station as well, so we know all about talking up the ramps.
You did too. Didn't you do that too, Phil? At one time.
Oh my gosh, yes, I did, and I did it on the show there a couple of times too. Evan would play like Disco Duck and Goof Around or something like that, and I would talk it up. And I think I talked up the Chips theme song a couple weeks ago.
Here's another one of those great classics that we all used to love to hear: the Barking Dogs. All right, that's all you get. No more. I don't want to. That's all you're getting. Sorry.
There's like one with Porky Pig. It's like an old time favorite too. I think it's
really?
Blue Christmas with Porky Pig. And
I never heard of that one. I'll have to search that one.
You know what? It gives me the goosebumps because there's a part of it in it where a girl is laughing. And, you know, this Christmas classic is really, really old, right? It was, like, produced way before I was born.
Mm-hmm.
But the girl that's laughing to what Porky Pig is saying in the music, the girl that's laughing has my exact laugh.
Oh, wow.
Which is just, it's really weird. It just sounds like me laughing in there. And I hadn't even been born yet.
Okay. Wow. This is Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I know you like, when I started playing this stuff last year, you really got into this.
You know what I like is the stuff from Bob Rivers.
Uh-huh.
Where Elvis is in heaven and he's talking about Christmas and he keeps eating and eating and eating. And then something stuck up in the chimney and we don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Wait
a minute. I'm sorry, Bonnie. I got it wrong. It was Mannheim Steamroller is what you like, right?
I like them a little bit better, but
okay.
I do like the Trans-Siberian.
Okay. Here
too.
we go. Here, this is for Bonnie here. I'm going to play this. Hey, now, be nice. Their stuff is so good.
That's really nice. And another favorite is we like Wham with This Christmas, I Gave You My
Heart.
Heart.
Oh, yeah, This Christmas.
We play that one like every Christmas, and, we kind of get romantic about it with George Michael and...
Is it George? It's
You're
George
just
Michael?
You're just thinking about George Michael.
Yeah, that's what it is. She's having thoughts about George Michael.
He was a great one, you know.
He was a cutie, though. He's a good-looking guy.
And even Dr. Tread said he
Dr.
liked
Tread
him.
liked him, too.
Yeah. And, you know, my tough brother, who is a deer hunter up in northern Wisconsin, is a George Michael fan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was like, lo and behold, he comes, visits me, and what do you want to hear? We want to hear some George Michael.
Oh,
okay. I remember when Wake Me Up Before You Go, the music video premiered on MTV, and my best friend's sister and all her friends were gathered around the TV just so they could watch George Michael.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Why, of course.
Yeah, everybody liked Wham, those two good-looking guys. And Milli Vanilli was another one. Those guys are pretty good-looking, too, that a lot of the girls went gaga over.
They just couldn't sing.
They were pretty.
Yeah, they were the lip-sync kings.
They were pretty.
Yeah, they were pretty. Hey, have a great day, Phil. We'll talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later.
All right, see you later, buddy. Bonnie, that's another wrap for us. 2 days down and 2 more to go until Turkey Day.
I know. I'm going to keep it light on the
And then
eating.
after everybody eats all the turkey, they're going to need to go to the Slim Body Laser Spa to go see Dr. Tread to get rid of all those inches.
I wonder what Dr. Tread will have to say about that.
I'm sure
next.
he's got some good topics coming up for us, so we'll stick around for Slim Body Laser with Dr. Tread Rissacker. That's going to be coming up next. Remember, if you have good values on the inside, you won't look for validation on the outside.
Bye-bye.
That's
Drive
right.
safely. Take care.
Have a great day, folks, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning right here at WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station.